Alright then, enough of this boring shite. Let's get a show on the road. Once a month, just like a girl having her period, 3 wee laddies converge in a radio studio in New York City. Then, for the next 3 hours, they drink and tell jokes about retards. And people around the world tune in and say, "What is this shite?" This shite is the Lazlow Show, starring Big Wayne.
Yeah, I always fuck around with my old lady, and I say if she ever dies, I'm going to keep her an extra couple of days to do all the fucking things she wouldn't let me do to her.
Reed Tucker.
She was peeking around a wall, and she was holding a handgun. I shot her face off.
And Lazlow.
Do you want it from behind while you play Super Mario Brothers?
It's a show by men who remember freedom before seatbelts and helmets and condoms, when you could drive drunk and feel up young girls and sing along to rock power ballads and smoke in bars and get in fights and wake up in a pile of your own vomit with your eyebrows shaved off. This is the Lazlow Show.
Yeah. Lazlow Show, episode 41, the other white meat epidemic episode. Tonight on the show, weird cults, why it's time to mess with Texas, how to get your kids in commercials, why Twitter stinks, drunk celebrities, a 911 call of a man getting beat up by his wife, comedian Dustin Ybarra on the show tonight, but looked around for some nice mashups, and of course, always coming correct, DJ Lobster Dust. Jesse 79. See how much of this one we can tolerate.
Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed and he's hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. And she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Why can't I find a woman like that? I'll play along this way. There doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. I wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. 'Cause she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. No, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Why can't I find a woman like that, like Jesse's girl? I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Why can't I find a woman? Why can't I find a woman like that? And I'm looking in the mirror all the time, wondering what she don't see in me. I've been funny, I've been cool with the lines. Ain't that the way life's supposed to be? Why can't I find a woman? Why can't I find a woman like that? find a woman like that kisses girl. I said I want Jesse's girl. I want Jesse's girl.
Yeah. Lazlow Show, episode 41.
And of course, Wayne is not back yet.
Well, this afternoon, you called me, and I was hoping it was Wayne. Wayne was supposed to come over to my house on Tuesday. However, he disappeared off the fucking planet. I called him every day. Now, granted, he's unemployed, so there's not much going on. I called him every day this week, never heard from him. I called him all day today. And I'm like, and then I spoke with you, and I'm like, I don't think he's going to do the show. Like, he's disappeared. He may be, like, dead and bloated in his fucking apartment.
Underneath the boardwalk.
Underneath the boardwalk.
Yeah. But that's happened before, right? You said sometimes he just goes missing.
Yeah, he just goes fucking missing. And so I finally call late, and he goes, he answers the phone all grumpy and said, sorry, I was up all night drinking.
But now he's back.
And,
so really,
and then we get here early, and he sits and drinks, and then literally I play the show open, and he's like, I gotta go find the bathroom. We're in a new facility. The bathroom is about 80 miles that way down a hall and through a labyrinth, and then there's like Patrick Stewart as the Borg in this motherfucker. and so why did you have to go to the bathroom when we started?
As soon as the intro music came up, dude, I swear to God, I bubbled up. I thought I was going to shit my pants. And he'll tell you, I let this fart go before the show started, and it was kind of hung around. So
this is episode 41. The Lazlow Show went on the air July of 2005, and we've eked a show out every month or two. We were weekly for the first 6 months at K-Rock, and then we did it about somewhat monthly at XM, and now we're on XM and Sirius. And we're at this new facility in Midtown Manhattan, which is the soulless butthole of the universe, I have to tell you.
It is like a law firm in here, dude. I'm going to go down the hall and get something notarized.
Seriously.
It is so cool. How do you guys stand this, Danny, in here, man?
It is.
dude.
So, just to explain to everybody, we used to be at a studio on 57th at Opie and Anthony's studio, and that was a cool room, and it was just us. And we were on the 5th floor in a pretty cool building. We are on the 36th floor of a glass box. And first off, you have to go through security. They had to put our names in on Friday. The woman has to look at your driver's license, and then they run all your shit through a fucking, X-ray machine.
Yeah, it's like you're catching a flight to Cincinnati or something.
And I said as a joke, I go, 9/11, right? And she goes, yeah, 9/11. I'm like, why the fuck? They flew planes into buildings. They didn't roll in on a Saturday night and do a radio show and then blow the fucking shit up.
Yeah, right, in a shoulder bag. I know, I put mine through there, and the security guard looked at me, and he's like, you got an umbrella in your bag?
No.
Like, yeah, dude.
I got a part of a carbine rifle. We're going to assemble it all upstairs.
Lee Harvey Oswald up in this piece.
And that's what I love about architecture in this day and age. You can't find a window in this motherfucker that you can open.
No.
All the hotels, all the corporate office buildings that are built in the last 20 years, windows to them are bad that you can open.
Well, they don't want people jumping out.
Right.
People do it anyway, though. There's that hotel over in Times Square that has the huge atrium that goes all the way up 50 stories, and people are always killing themselves in there, throwing themselves down. They drop 50 stories and land in the lobby.
Really?
Yeah. It happens a couple times a year.
Yeah, because I've stayed in those hotels where it's a big inside thing,
yeah,
the balconies.
That's it. It's like that. But it goes it must be 60 stories, man. It's crazy.
Damn. So we haven't been on in a couple of months. A lot has transpired in our lives, except for Wayne, who...
Missing appointments. I'm missing off the planet.
Yeah, where do you go for 5 days and don't call somebody? Where do you go?
I had to go to unemployment office this week.
Yes, well, that does not take 5 days.
I had to go 3 days in a row.
Dude,
you can't pick up the phone.
They're making him take classes.
No, I told Laz I was going to come to his house on Tuesday, and actually on Monday when I got out, I knew I had to go again Tuesday, and on Wednesday was actually just to get some information to go on an interview.
I'm not gonna lie, genuine concern for you. We thought maybe you had you died.
I could tell Laz was concerned. I think I died last night about 3 o'clock in the morning is when I died. But I actually had a drinking buddy till 9, and I kicked him out. And at about 11, I was regretful that I sent Chris on his way home.
You have a problem when you're kicking people out and you keep on going.
Yeah, I know. And I took NyQuil, too.
What, for the buzz?
I took NyQuil because I thought I was going to go to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock and get up really early today.
Wait, so you take NyQuil just to go to bed?
Sometimes, yeah.
Great.
That's healthy.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so weird this faux security, because the guy, he wasn't even looking at my shit when I was going through, and I had a huge paper bag full of shit. He didn't even care about that.
Right.
But it's like, at Penn Station here in New York, they've still got the National Guard. But you know what they're doing? It's like the National Guard and the cops hang around shooting the shit with each other, not even looking around. I want them looking around suspiciously at people, freaking people out. But it's like I'm there the other day, this National Guard chick, this National Guard guy is showing this police officer the screensaver on his phone, and she goes, "Oh, it's a bunny rabbit." And I'm like, yeah, those are the words that happen before a fucking guy that's got dynamite strapped around his chest blows himself to fucking bits.
Yeah, those are the guys that just stand around all day with the machine guns. That's just disconcerting as hell, dude.
I know.
You're going into the pretzel factory in there, and it's a dude with an AK.
Riding the train in New York is the most fucked up experience ever, because it's like, you see people in the subway that are like singing aloud to their iPod. This guy was on the subway playing air piano, which anybody that plays air anything can't play dick.
Right, exactly.
I'd take that. If you got on the subway recently and you get on there and half the cars wearing those surgical masks because of the swine flu,
Dude,
it's like, dude, do you know something that I don't here?
The fear
Yeah, it's crazy.
in this country is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You have more chance of getting hit by a car or dying in a car accident than catching some motherfucking swine flu.
Right. If you're 2 weeks old or you're 108 years old, those are the people who are dying from
Or
the
if
flu.
you're a Mexican.
Right. I don't even think any of them have died.
Dude, that's how it started. Like 80
Yeah.
people died in Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, they've died?
Yeah, I think they're up to 100 and something.
Really?
Yeah.
I went and saw Bill Burr the other night. He said he's all for the swine flu.
Is he?
He said we need a
Cleans out
a good human forest fire, he called it. Just knock some people out. And,
There'll be white people doing your landscaping.
oh,
Yeah, you.
Hey, if it's going to pay the bills, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not too proud, right?
yeah, and I love these. O&A played a little bit of one of these, but this old commercial.
I don't need another flu shot. I had a flu shot last year. A swine flu epidemic may be coming.
Swine flu shot? Well, I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
Does anybody know why they call it the swine flu? It just makes it sound like... Do we know? Because it doesn't come from pigs, but because they call it the swine flu, people in other countries are like
I believe the
slaughtering
virus
all their
actually
pigs.
came from from the pigs.
Did it?
Yeah, I think before the Depression in 1920.
So does that mean salmonella came from salmon?
No, I don't know.
Did you know that it's called Salmonella St. Paul? It's like part of Minneapolis or something. I don't know. I was looking at that online today.
A swine flu epidemic may be coming.
Swine flu shot? Well, I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
It could make you very sick.
Swine flu? Man, I'm too fast to let it catch me.
You're gonna have the stereotypical black guy. Shit, I'm too fast for that. Of course, he's playing some b-ball because that's what black people like to do.
Swine flu? Man, I'm too fast to let it catch me.
You'll want to be protected.
I'm the healthiest 55-year-old you ever seen. Hey, I play golf every weekend.
Yeah, a lot of exercise in golf, by the way.
Exactly.
It's probably the most anaerobic fucking sport of all time.
Drink a six-pack and ride on a cart.
Dude, there's a reason that they have to have really good ambulance access to those golf courses, because people drop like fucking flies.
But how do they...
Dude,
heart attacks?
it's old dumb fucks and unhealthy people having heart attacks. Smoking cigars.
Dude, if swinging a stick gives you a heart attack, then you've done something real wrong in
No,
your
it's
life
the
already.
it's the rest of the lifestyle.
You'll want to be protected.
I'm the healthiest 55-year-old you ever seen. Hey, I play golf every weekend.
Get a shot of protection. The swine flu shot.
Now, this commercial was like 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. What happened? Did we just sort of like... I've never heard of the shit until recently.
Where'd it go? Where's it been hiding out
I don't
for 20
know.
years? Why is it all of a sudden in
It's
Mexico?
actually always been around. It just isn't like, as, not too many people get it as they get right now. You get a couple cases a year all over the whole world.
They're gonna trace it back, and it's gonna be somebody like digging down in the fucking rainforest in Mexico. Comes across like this box as they're digging. They open it, and then this like green light comes out and goes into their eye sockets, and
Nah, dude, they're gonna trace it back like every other disease. Somebody fucked a monkey. Every disease comes from that. You know that?
Yes, that is true. Someone fucked a monkey.
That's always
but
what happens.
But if you hear the symptoms are like you get nausea. You know,
yeah, the flu. What the fuck?
Exactly.
But they got to put that swine on there, so it sounds like 10 times more deadly. So you take it more serious.
And I love how. Boy, you made a mess over there, Wayne.
Jesus, dude.
Brand new studio. It's already been pissed in by a pro wrestler. And
I'm sure I'm not the first one to have a little beer spilt on it.
Oh man.
Yes, you are.
And,
yeah, actually.
And I love how they've the sort of the anti-illegal immigration folks and all that. I mean, this is perfect for them because they're like, I told you, the fucking Mexicans.
Got to keep him out. And Joe Biden's not helping anything either. Do you hear that fool get on the radio like, if I was in New York City, I wouldn't get on that subway. You shouldn't. You should just stay home from work.
And those surgical masks, why is it always Asians?
Dude, it is, too.
If you go to the international terminal here in New York, if you go to JFK in the international terminal, it will, when one of those like Air Korea flights or something lets out, it's like a nurses convention get let loose. It's like...
Yeah. It's true, but I think they wear them in Asia. You see the footage from China where they're wearing it just because the pollution over there is so terrible. It's like a daily thing for them. They're on their bikes, but they got like 2 surgical masks on.
Here's a thought. Maybe you overthrow that fascist fucking government that's dumping all that garbage in your water and in your air.
Exactly.
My buddy was just in China, dude. He said that when they were flying in to land, he thought it was cloudy. It wasn't. It was smog.
Yeah.
He said that the skies are dingy, like all day long. He said it's the nasty. He's like he was coughing.
That's crazy, man. It's like medieval ages, and they build all these coal plants, like multiple ones a week, apparently open in China, coal-fired plants.
And I heard, there's all these people that are Purell addicts. They've got it in their fucking car. They've got it on their keychain. They've got it at their desk. They're like completely paranoid. Then they wonder why their kids have, 18 million diseases because there's no shit around. But supposedly Purell doesn't kill swine flu because it's a virus and not bacteria.
Right.
Have you heard that?
Yeah. It's the same way with the cold.
Really? Because it's a virus?
Yeah.
That cracks me up. Fuck you, Purell people. I hate that shit, dude.
I think it only kills bacteria, and so who cares? Bacteria is not bad.
866-969-1969 is the number to call into the Lazlow show. Adam in Michigan, you're on the show.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, I was surfing the net the other day at work, and I came across the craziest thing on CNN. They are over in Egypt going to slaughter every single one of their pigs, 300,000 pigs. They're going to kill them all just so that they don't have any outbreaks.
But if a human has it over there, you're not really concerned about the pigs.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is ignorant.
Does it kill pigs too?
No, it doesn't come from pigs. They're mistaken. That's what I'm saying. All they have to do is read a newspaper article to know that they think because it's called the swine flu that they need to kill their pigs.
Dude, Mohammed has outlawed newspapers in that motherfucker.
Dude, it's crazy. Can't they get on the internet? It's like
no,
I guess you're right,
dude. I'm going to Turkey in like a week and a half,
dude,
it's the more I read about it, like you can't get on YouTube in that motherfucker.
No,
it's like the Muslims regulate the internet in that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sending out like clandestine messages and shit
on carrier pigeon.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do,
dude. You tell me how hairy are the women over there?
I got to check it out. But Wayne tells me there's hash bars everywhere.
Yeah,
I thought drugs were like wicked illegal in that joint.
I got to tell you, on that Travel Channel, I seen one of those guys go there smoking hash. I'm telling you.
Are you sure it was?
Yes, I am. Yes.
I never heard that. I thought only in Amsterdam it was legal.
Well. This guy was smoking hashish with apple tobacco in like a coffee house.
How come you haven't been yet?
It doesn't. I don't even want to go to Amsterdam, dude. It's not
Why?
Really, it doesn't really do anything for me just because it's illegal. It's legal here. You just can't get caught with it.
Wait, it's legal here.
Yeah.
You just can't. That's
exactly.
Actually that's the definition of illegal. Last time I checked. Oh, dude, I came across the greatest fucking. I saw some bit about Charles Manson on the news. He comes up for parole every now and then.
Yeah.
That dude, every time they set him in front of a microphone, why do they even go through the parole
exactly
hearings? The shit that comes out of his mouth is the most awesome ever.
Do you feel blame? Are you mad? Do you feel like Bruce Bob's right friends? Get friends,
He's not really making the case.
I think they've already stamped it a big no, I think, on there. But they're going to hear him out. They're going to ask him a couple more questions.
Right. So, exactly. I got to hear that again.
Do you feel blame? Are you mad? Do you feel like Woosh Kebab's referendum? Get friends,
When you wait about like break into that fucking song.
Why do they? You're right. Why do they even go through the motions every year?
Do you feel like Woosh Kebab's referendum? Get friends,
Can you imagine being the poor motherfucker that like got hit on a white collar crime and you're parked next to his dumbass cell and that motherfucker's over there, dude, Charlie, shut the fuck up, man.
Oh man,
dude, if you wanna laugh, I mean, obviously his whole fucking cult was out of their fucking skulls. But if you wanna laugh, type in Charles Manson audio. There is so much good shit out there. Like, I guess they recorded a bunch of conversations between him and I think it's his lawyer. But listen to this. Charlie's talking so much that, he's on the prison phone. He starts talking so much shit, his lawyer starts laughing at him. Like, how the fuck I'm going to defend your dumb ass?
So we can't get our man back until Jesus comes back. So let Jesus come back. Jesus is alive. Jesus is not dead.
Right.
When you were born, you were 250,000 years old. There's no such thing as a baby.
He had me up until the baby part, honestly.
There's no such thing as a baby. I gotta tell you, I've had one on the way, and it's real until you visit a certain place where it becomes unreal, and your checkbook goes down $250.
There's no such thing as a baby. I found that out. Here's how I found it out. You ready?
Okay.
I get out of prison, I'm walking through this room, and I look when there's a little kid in there about a year old, right?
Yeah.
And they got him in a little cage-like thing, you see?
Yep.
And
they got him in a little cage-like thing.
What?
I think that's what they keep babies in. Is a little thing with bars to keep them from running away. It's called a crib.
Yeah.
And they got him in a little cage-like thing, you see?
Yep.
And I said, well, that's weird to have a little kid locked up. He's that young, Cause
he thinks the kid had his head. Oh, you have a cult too? How many people did you kill?
A little kid locked up. He's that young, Cause I know what being locked up is.
Yeah.
And as I go to the thing, the little kid looks over and says, cook it. And I look back to the little kid and I go, cook it. He goes, cook it, that's a city. And I tell him, cook it, that's a city. He tells me, that's a city, like it's a poo-poo. And I tell him, cook it, like it's a poo-poo. He tells me, I got taking you get regular, Bob, boo-boo. And I tell him, got like it up and lock it in, like a boo-boo. And he goes, God, Robert, I can get you.
Dude, if you're a parent and Charles Manson is over your kid's crib.
Right, and how did Charles Manson get access to a baby again? How did that happen? Oh.
Dude, listen to his lawyer laughing at him.
Come in here. She said, that's a baby. I said, don't give me that baby shit. I said, there ain't no fucking baby. I said, God, man, that's the universe talking.
That's God. That's the universe talking.
Although I can just picture his lawyer like dutifully taking notes on all this whole.
Right, he's drawing a picture.
Right. No, baby in crib, baby don't exist. And it sounds like he
that's
made
a baby. Don't give me that baby shit. That's God.
Then Manson recorded a scat album for the last
really
3 minutes.
Dude.
What the fuck was this? Ooh, man, we're back with Louis Armstrong on this motherfucker. Dude, that guy, why don't we just kill him? I'm sorry, I don't even believe in the death penalty, but why don't we just kill him?
Why is he still around?
I don't know. Do you think that some of that is an act?
I think so.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Why do you think that? No one's that fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He
they're
wants
on the
attention,
streets,
man.
They're on the streets of Manhattan, bro.
I guess, but then they're just talking to themselves, which I can put up with. But doing that shit to a baby? Come on. I gotta say, if you killed somebody for that fool, you're gonna feel pretty damn stupid. You believed his message, you believed he was Jesus back in the 60s, and now you see him now and you're like, I fucked up.
That's what I was thinking, because, he didn't do the killings, he ordered them.
Yeah, right, and they followed him. So, God, you gotta feel pretty stupid.
Well, anybody that falls into these cults, I don't understand it. It's like the people that followed Koresh or any of these people. Like, there's this weird cult that's like an offshoot of Christianity called the Quiver. You ever heard of this?
I think so.
It's really, really bizarre.
10-year-old Lydia Swanson cracks a dozen eggs laid by the family.
By the way, the whole vibe of this religion is, of course, you have to make as many babies as possible. So breakfast, they had to like kill 18 chickens and a pig.
10-year-old Lydia Swanson cracks a dozen eggs laid by the family chickens. Her mother Kelly fries 3 pounds of sausage from their own pig and toasts a 12-inch loaf of homemade bread. The 40-year-old mom has 7 children, the youngest 6 months, and she'd like to have more. The Swansons subscribe to the Quiverful movement. It's based on Psalm 127, which says, "Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are sons born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them."
When we first got...
Isn't that like an analogy or an allegory? Or they're like, oh, it says, blessed is the man that's got a bunch of arrows.
You really going to base your entire life and existence on one line of poetry?
And here's the other thing. You may want to go check out some of the translations, because over the years, the last 2,000 years, like the translations have changed stuff significantly. There's been a few edits and rewrites by, kings and religious leaders.
Sons born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them.
When we first got married, we actually didn't want children.
But then Jeff Swanson says they began to notice that the Bible was very high on big families. And
well, that's because back then you had to have a big family or you died.
Right.
And you had 3 different wives because they all died in childbirth after the second kid. And you needed farm help. If you didn't have slaves, you made slaves.
But then Jeff Swanson says they began to notice that the Bible was very high on big families. And Kelly says they decided that God knew how many children they could handle.
We just started thinking God is sovereign over life and death. God opens and closes the womb. That's what his word says. So,
do you know that, Ree, that God opens and closes the womb?
God's been closing mine a lot. He's actually shut it down.
I think a clinic in Midtown has been closing your womb a lot.
God opens and closes the womb. I don't even... What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't remember that in the Bible.
And what kind of move do you make on your chick? You're like, hey, is God open for business? I thought I'd come pray. Take a little bit of that sacrament. Oh, you're on your period, a little wine.
God opens and closes the womb. That's what his word says. So why we're fiddling around with the whole system and trying to control it ourselves, we need to stop doing that.
Yeah, why fiddle around with the system?
Right, with, what you can afford and what the planet can handle.
And of course,
all that.
Of course, in this crazy cult, there's, so many of them are on assistance. Because...
Well, you would be too if you had 7 children you got to feed. You're cooking up 3 pounds of bacon from your own pig.
The average family at their evangelical church has 8.5 children. Children that the Swansons hope will spread the message of Christ.
The womb is such a powerful weapon. It's a weapon against...
I will agree with this so far, because I've been wounded like a motherfucker by that shit. It's a powerful weapon, the womb. What a weird way to think of a woman's vagina as a weapon.
Yeah.
Like making soldiers into battle is what they're thinking, isn't it?
The womb is such a powerful weapon. It's a weapon against the enemy.
Nancy Campbell is a...
What are you talking about? It's not 1402. The Saxons are not invading. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You gotta have enough children to pour boiling tar over the wall, don't you?
Throw your chamber pots out and shit. God. Probably make them pee in a bucket.
Will spread the message of Christ.
The womb is such a powerful weapon. It's a weapon against the enemy.
Nancy Campbell is a leader of the Quiverful movement. The author of Be Fruitful and Multiply has 35 grandchildren. She and her husband stopped at 6 kids, and it is her great regret.
What a waste! Wow! to have more of these children. My greatest impact is through my children. The more children I have, the more ability I have to impact the world for God.
A Christian God, that is. And she says if believers don't start reproducing in large numbers, biblical Christianity will lose its voice.
I doubt. They seem to think that there's not a lot of people that are Christian. There tends to, let's see, Europe, Central America, South America.
Exactly.
Reproducing in large numbers, biblical Christianity will lose its voice.
We look across the Islamic world and we see that they are outnumbering us, and they are in many countries taking over those nations without a jihad, just by multiplication.
But dude, they live in a scene out of Star Wars in the fucking desert. Half of the people that live in the Muslim world. Have you seen footage from Afghanistan? People live in a fucking sandstorm. It's
crazy.
like Tatooine in that motherfucker with 2 suns and shit.
Yeah, it's weird.
You have running water. You've won. Congratulations.
If everybody starts having, 8 children or 12 children, imagine in 3 generations what we'll be able to do. We'll be able to take over both halls of Congress. We will be able to reclaim sinful cities like San Francisco. You know this one?
Dude, you ain't taking over San Francisco. No. I don't know if you've rolled through that motherfucker, but it is gay as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's lost. Just give that one up.
Right. And what are you going to do? Do you march in and be like, all right, homos, we're taking over the Castro district?
It is weird, though, that they feel like they have to have the bigger numbers than people of different religions. Well, I mean, is there going to be a big basketball game? What is going to happen? They need more on their team? I don't get that.
It doesn't make any sense to me. And, making soldiers... Whatever.
Yeah, that's apparently the philosophy in Israel, too, is that they're all saying everyone has to have as many children as they can, otherwise they're going to be extinct.
No, it's not going to happen. People are living to like 115 years old now.
No.
Except for men. We go out at 60.
Yeah.
Just like Danny Gans.
What happened to that dude, man?
I don't know, but every time I'm in Vegas, there is a billboard the size of the moon.
I see that, and it's always like, voted Entertainer of the Year. By who?
I don't know. I had no idea what he did. I saw that he died, and I was like, wow. So I went onto a news store, and it had like a promotional clip.
Yeah.
He basically sang songs.
I saw,
He was a cover band.
That's right.
And he did impressions of Garth Brooks. And I saw it, and it was shit.
That's what I love about Vegas. It's such an alternative universe of entertainment where, you can be a huge headliner if you've got like a ventriloquist dummy. Have you seen that guy there? Who's,
yes.
You know what I'm talking about? He's,
The bar is so low in that town. And here's what's fucked up about Vegas. You think that tickets would be cheap? Tickets are like $120 to go see some guy sing covers of fucking shitty country songs.
I know.
It's so bad. We have a comedian coming on in about half an hour.
Yeah,
some
we do.
Guy Reed found on the internet. By the way, Wayne, we've got some feedback. People want you to Twitter.
Do they really?
Yeah,
I don't Twitter.
What? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
It would be great for you to type in 140 character announcements of what you're doing during the day.
Well,
don't you want to share your thoughts with the world?
Not really.
Oh, really? This is the guy who at dinner tonight was talking about writing a book. I can't
for a different reason.
I can't get you to answer the phone.
That's for a different reason.
What? Money?
Yeah.
You need some. Right?
I wonder, if Wayne wrote a book, do you think people would buy it? Do you think listeners would buy Wayne's book? I would buy the hell out of that thing.
As long as they don't spell check it.
Yeah, no.
Check it for grammar.
I was going to use Reed for that.
No, I'm not spell checking your shit. We're just leaving it right as it is on the page, dude. There can be a whole chapter on
I figured
abortion.
I'm going to sell it on your website, so...
Dude, you get typing. You're unemployed.
Really.
Give me a chapter. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, what's the name of a chapter?
One chapter is abortion. We'll have a whole chapter on your...
I would have to start out as a young kid, I can remember maybe my first adolescent, crime.
Okay.
Which, if I tell you what it was, it's as you look back.
Romantic moments with Big Wayne.
It's not really a romantic moment, but my first crime that I can remember back to when I was 12 years old. First, like when you went into church, you gave a donation and you could go and light a candle. like for a saint and pray for someone in your family or
I already
something.
know how this is going to end.
Not well.
Well, at first I started stealing the candles. Okay, and that worked well for a while.
Good.
What would you do with them?
I got to tell you, I was 12. I went to school before. I went to church before school, and in school, me and another kid lit the candles in the bathroom, and sure enough, people started smelling. Like how if you light matches, it leaves that odor. Well, teacher down in the hall smelled that, and then that was the first time I got thrown out of school. But after stealing the candles, we realized that you can help yourself to the money.
You stole from the
poor, from the poor box,
from
man.
the poor box,
and many a time, not just that one time.
How much did you get? What was the most?
Oh, there was maybe $7 in there. It was like $1 to light a candle. So
I want to read this book. That's all I know.
But what's funny
we're
is
gonna write this shit.
as I get older, and it's funny at Christmas time, of course, when things are hard for families and guys with kids,
you go steal some more.
No, but you hear about people going in and ripping the fucking boxes like out of the wall.
Yeah.
And there's never any money in them. You know what I'm saying? But I still think that at someday I was the young kid that went in and ripped it off the wall.
So how did you get the money out of the box?
It was actually, I got to tell you, it was just a hinged lid with a little slit in the top, and you dropped your money into like a velvet bottom so you didn't even hear. And as you went by, you just lifted up the lid and reached in and grabbed as much as you could with your hand and kept walking.
Yeah, exactly, because they don't think anyone's going to steal from the poor box, so they don't lock it.
Yeah. And I tell you, you learned as a kid that there were like, people went to church at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I went to school at like 7:38. So it was like if you went by the church, it's like how you went in one entrance and came out the other. Kind of just fed my hand to the poor boxes.
On the way to school.
Yeah.
You had already committed a crime en route to school.
Yeah, so it was on the way to school after that.
And you never got caught?
Never got caught. Got caught lighting the candles, the first steal in school, but never got caught taking the money.
But you know who did catch you?
Yeah. The
Jesus.
Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord, my Savior.
He's always watching, dude. He is always watching.
So I made arrangements to give it back to him.
Why, he sells weed, Jesus, now? What?
No, I'm just playing.
Did you ever feel guilty and go put it back?
No, I never. I gotta say, it wasn't until much later in life that, I thought that I was pretty fucked up that someone needed the money, but
maybe
at that particular day, I needed the money.
Maybe after this show, we go and find a poor box and you put that money back.
Not today.
We'll get you a job first.
But it went on for a while. I'm going to say, it went on till like for that year of school from like maybe, I'm going to say January, February till June.
Dude,
yeah,
children starved because of you.
And what did you spend the money on?
Oh, like candy before school and fucking shit at lunchtime. It was, it was never anything good.
Man.
But I went easily to like the last day of school, and then I remember summer coming, and you didn't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't live right around the corner from the church. I had to walk like a mile.
But okay, can we make this promise, the three of us, Wayne? Since you're unemployed, you don't have anything else to do between now and whenever the next show is.
You want a chapter for the next show?
Give me a chapter.
I will give you a chapter,
and then we will debut it on the show.
Okay,
sound good, Lazlow?
And we're gonna put this in.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
We're gonna do a book.
Okay. I mean, I would read this shit just right there. What would some other chapters be in your book?
You gotta hold a little back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying I just want to know what titles.
At like the same age, 12, I lost my virginity.
Okay, we'll
didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, 12.
Dude, I was 17.
How old was she?
12. We were both in the 6th grade.
Dude,
I didn't even know what to do with my penis when I was 12.
Playa.
I hung out with a lot of people that were 2 and 3 years older than me. I was actually always considered the youngster in my crowd. So, other people were already finger blasting and having sex and blowjobs and stuff,
At 12?
At 12, yeah. So you never played 7 Minutes in Heaven? You never went to like someone's house, kind of like the lights went out, spin the bottle, shoot consequences, whatever that game was.
Yeah, but even when
you've never played any of these games?
Yes, but even when that happens, you're scared to death to even kiss someone, much less.
You didn't ask, like, can I touch your tit or nothing like that?
No!
Dude,
Whoa, I was
shit,
12.
these guys were shy, man. I don't know. I went right for the kill.
You clearly did.
I'll honestly say, I didn't have sex again after that time with that girl for like maybe a year and a half, 2 years, maybe until I was 14.
Yeah, good. Wait a little bit.
You kind of realize you really didn't know what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you knew, I probably went in, it was probably like dry as could be. You know what I'm saying? It was just, boom, done, I'm out of here.
Well, what comes out at age 12?
It was actually in the hallway of an 8-family home. in a staircase leading to the basement where you brought your garbage.
Dude, I'm reading this book. I'm going to write this book with you.
I even know a name. Yep.
All right.
I can remember. I'm not going to say the name, but.
Can you come at age 12? Does anything come out?
Yeah, I can't. Yes, yeah, I can't.
Did you
that actually turned me on.
Shit from a pixie stick?
You ejaculate. Yeah,
you do.
Without
really?
a doubt, yeah. And I'll say from that moment on is then when you realize that, before that your dick got hard and you kind of like maybe humped your pillow. You didn't really know what to do with it. If you know.
I was not fucking humping my pillow at 12.
I had action figures at 12.
Wow.
Yeah, I was reading comic books.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now you realize that there's, before your dick got hard and you kind of just looked at it and you thought of chicks and you liked tits, but you really didn't know what. Am I right, Danny? You didn't know what to use it for.
Well, I mean, I knew what it was for.
Yeah, but basically before that, it just meant you had to take a piss in the morning because you woke up.
I used to, I mean, obviously it felt good when you touched it, but you didn't know, like, there was going to be some kind of end game to it.
Correct,
and,
yes.
I mean, I remember just kind of playing around, but, like, knowing eventually one day something would happen with it. But,
well, I'm going to say from that moment on, I realized that friction was involved in achieving an orgasm, so at that particular moment is when I started jerking off, I would say, 12, 13.
So this girl that
to
you
completion,
slept with,
and I think I can remember also the first time I jerked off to completion. I felt really weird at the end because I was a young kid, didn't really know what the completion was about. If you know what I'm saying, it was like to that you were just happy rubbing your fucking cock. When you actually came, you were like, oh, what's that? And did I hurt myself? What is that? What does it do? Wasn't as smart as Danny. I gotta say, I didn't really know what it was for.
I remember actually, it's funny that you said that because I remember the first time that I made it to completion too. And when I was a kid, I used to have bunk beds, and
it's going to tell me you shot the bunk on top.
No, I used to sleep, even though I didn't have at the time I didn't have any siblings, but I don't know why I had bunk beds, but I would sleep on the top, and I would once I figured out that I could do this, I would shoot off of the side, like onto the wall, right? And I never really gave it much thought until it was time to get big boy furniture, and like I had to dismantle the bunk beds, right? And then there was just these brown streaks of fucking dried up jizz down the wall.
It must be horrible being a parent.
God. And I also remember the first time I achieved orgasm. I was on my mother's couch, and I didn't think anything. I thought, all right, it was clear liquid, it would clear up, you know what I'm saying? But I did get questioned about the stain on the couch.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you say it was?
I didn't do it. Come on, you're fucking 13. Well, you're 13. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what that shit is. You were guilty from just a minute you said, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I didn't do it. But, yeah.
Wow.
Dude, that is insane.
That is insane.
I can even go back further with my thinking of having sex with my brother is 13 years older than me. So when he got married, he was 18. I was 5. And when he first got married, him and his wife lived in my house. And even through my family, I would do things like get up early in the morning and kind of like fucking hide in closets so I could see my sister-in-law get dressed and be naked in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was 6 or 7 years old, kindergarten, first grade.
You were hiding to see?
Yeah, I got busted every time. You got busted every morning. Come on, dude. It was a 5-bedroom house. You know what I'm saying? It was like you were up and then they had to get you up for school. Where's Wayne? Oh, look at him. He's in the closet.
Were you one of these freak kids who's like shaving a full beard in 6th grade?
I'll tell you what's funny is I actually went to school with a kid. I'm going to call him Pat Musclehead, okay? Because as a kid, he was really intellectually smart. He was well advanced of any, kid that we went to school with. He was the same age. But I had a friend that his father worked at the police department as like a civil service employee. He wasn't a cop. But they used his apartment as a stakeout because a woman across the street from his apartment, there was someone that was climbing up a fire escape and leaving messages on this fucking woman's, saying he was jerking off to her and he wanted her panties and shit. And then finally when they busted him, my friend said, oh, they busted him because we let the cops be in my house and they watched him go up and down the fire escape. But, later on in life, that kid got a really bad reputation because, he was like one of the first ones you honestly knew that did something like that.
Oh, in terms of...
like crazy voyeurism, like...
A sex crime, you mean?
Sex crime,
yeah.
yes,
Sure.
yeah.
But now we all know a lot of people like that.
And I'm going to say that was like 1975.
Man, he was a pioneer.
Yeah.
I always used
Pat Musclehead, dude. And then at 18 years old, he would get fucking drunk, and he'd be the kid to walk around and just, like, punch out 18 store windows in about 15 seconds, just walking down the street. He's just a fucking lunatic, man. Musclehead, we called him. Pat Cantwell.
And now he's dead.
I don't know what he is anymore. I can't tell you, but I'm sure it. Facebook and MySpace and Twitter, someone will be finding me. I'm finding him.
I used to go to the department store with my mom, and she loved looking around and shopping for clothes and stuff, and I would go into the dressing rooms and climb up on the up to the top and look over to the next dressing
That
room
works,
and watch chicks undress.
That's hot.
Nice.
And
how old?
That was, God, dude, I must have been like 7, 8 years old. And I will never forget. I saw, chicks in their bras and their panties and totally into it. And then one day, this woman looked up and saw my fucking face peering over, and she shrieked, and I fucking fell down on the other side.
Yeah, what are they going to do to a 7-year-old?
I don't know.
Just honest.
I fucking ran. She couldn't do anything because she was...
See, she's in her underwear.
She's in her underwear, so I fucking split and Z. We should do a commercial. We got a lot of shit
I'll have
to
a chapter
get to.
for you next month. I'll have a chapter next show.
I cannot wait.
Yes.
I promise you.
It's got to be...
I cannot wait.
Please put it in Microsoft Word. Don't write it with a fucking...
Yeah, dude. No.
A blunt carpenter pencil.
Yeah, dude. Break out the computer.
All right. Actually, I need Laz to come over and look at my computer.
Dude, he broke his shit, dude.
You just got it like a year ago.
Dude, he breaks
3 years old, dude.
He breaks computers.
I don't... How did I break it? All I did was download something and I lost my sound card.
And on that note, this is the Lazlow Show, episode 41. We should do a break. We will be back right after this.
Saturday night. The Saturday Night Virus. The Lazlow Show.
Lazlow Show, episode 41. This is the other white meat epidemic episode, or a pandemic. You know the difference, Swine?
No.
I tell you, we have trashed this fucking studio since we rolled in here an hour
You hit
ago.
it pretty hard just now.
Dude, I just blew up a Diet Coke that shot all over the wall. And Wayne spilled a big can of Guinness.
Yeah, but...
And the Iron Sheik...
pissed on the couch.
Pissed on the couch.
Yeah. I gotta take a shit right now if you need me to, like, squat down on a computer desk or
Dude,
something.
it's like Haiti
I got
in
$10 if he shits on the fucking
like
desk.
Haiti in this motherfucker.
Dude, man.
So you are Dustin, is it Ybarra?
Yeah, Dustin Ybarra, man.
Yeah, and you kind of hit the comedy scene here in New York. And
yeah, I moved up here like 4 months ago from Texas. I was doing stand-up out there. It's awesome meeting you, man.
Well, thank you.
I've beaten many a hooker while listening to your show, dude.
Nice. Yeah, moving from the Midwest or South to New York is kind of a trip. I moved here from Oklahoma and then Missouri and moved here.
What part of Oklahoma?
The shitty part,
the shit,
which is all of
yes.
it. And yeah, Oklahoma City. And you come here and the place just scares the shit out of you.
Oh, it does, dude. There's no fucking fat people, bro. Like, anyway.
What?
You're the first fat person I've seen. It's just me.
Dude,
I swear to God.
Fat people.
Dude, I have seen no fat people, bro. They got the fucking fat tax.
I got pointed as the one fat fucker in New York.
You're the first one, though, bro.
He is right, because like I was arguing with somebody the other day who was trying to defend Texas. They're like, no, it's all right. I'm like, it's a fucking shithole. And all the people are 800 pounds. And when I was in the Puerto Rico airport, there was a flight going to New York and a flight going to Dallas, and the gates were right next to each other. The flight going to New York was Skinnyville, and you walked to the right next door for everybody waiting for the flight to Texas. It was fucking a hog farm.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, I hate taking a flight back to Texas because it's always fat people. And even though I am a fat person, when I got to, sit next to him, it's like, God damn, dude, why can't one of us
Do you think I'm almost at the point where I'm going to pay for 2 fucking seats when I fly?
Yeah, you're close.
No way.
No, you're not. No, dude, you're fine. You're stocky.
Yeah, not on Southwest, dude.
Not on Southwest.
No, you're not fat.
Fuck Southwest. I ain't flying that airline. I hate that shit.
Oh, dude, I got a buddy that hooks me up with passes, so I gotta, take it to gigs and shit. It's better than, the bus, dude.
Dude, Southwest, I remember when they first came out, and you had to show up at the airport 5 hours before your flight, and you were given these plastic boarding passes that had been chewed on by 800 different people. They recycled them, and then there was no boarding process. It was if you had boarding pass number 1, you got to be the first in line, and so people just wahooed on this motherfucker.
There's people walking up. Hey, can I sit in the cockpit? It's cool.
And
it was it's like Altamont when the Rolling Stones are playing, with everyone just killing each other, man.
There was no rhyme or reason, and so you could just sit anywhere, and then people were getting into I love it when people are taking a flight, especially if it's a 50-minute flight, and they have to keep us at the gate because they're trying to negotiate with 8 different people so that they can sit together. It's like, dude, it's 50 minutes. You don't need to sit next to your fucking girlfriend or your husband or whatever. Sit the fuck down. Let's go. But they're like, we have to sit together. It's like, why?
Yeah, my daughter wants a window seat. She's never been on a plane. It's like, shut the fuck up, lady. Just put your daughter in the restroom or something.
Dude, flying has become the absolute worst experience. Yeah. It's like, both flying and mobile phones used to make you feel really cool. Like, you remember when you got your first mobile phone and you'd be sort of like at some event and it's like, ding, ding. You're like, yeah, a phone in my pocket.
You are right. I do remember that.
And you were like, excuse me, everybody, I gotta take a call. And now it's like, especially since everybody on God's earth owns an iPhone, whenever you're in public, there's that one sound that you get on the iPhone for the text message. And everybody, so one person gets a text message, everybody's pulling
Takes
their
out their phone and looks at it.
Fucking annoying. All right.
I still got the shitty phone that plays 50 Cent tunes and stuff. When I get a text message, I
love it when you sort of meet somebody that's sort of like gruff and you know, big, muscular and stuff. And their phone goes off, and their ringtone is something wicked faggy. It's like,
it's like the theme from Sex and the City on there, you know, like fucking xylophone solo.
It's like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, that's the best. I love it when those muscular douchebags get like called out on shit, man. There's so many douches up here, dude. That's the thing. In Texas, there's less douches, man.
I will agree with you there.
Because fat douches are a lot less worse than like good-looking douches, you know.
There are a lot of good-looking douches around there.
Yeah. Getting all the chicks and stuff.
Speaking of,
you'll get chicks, dude. Don't worry about it.
I know. I gotta get rich first. Man.
You don't have to
dude. I got laid the first month I came to New York.
Really, dude?
How'd you do that,
man.
Dude? You've lost a lot of your accent. So you need to sort of get some.
Yeah, I couldn't quite place it.
Your southern accent. You need to get a little bit more southern.
Really?
Yeah,
dude.
Do
girls
chicks
love
like
that
the
shit.
southern thing?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
And you have to tell them like adventure stories.
They want like the like sexy like cowboy southern thing. They don't want like the freaking
right. Tell them that you have killed and eaten your own food, you know, and then so when you're in a bar, to strike up a conversation with a chick and tell them when the apocalypse comes, you will be able to skin animals and feed her.
Ooh, the apocalypse. That's what I'm pissed off about. I came here right when the apocalyptic shit is like all going down, man. Like the swine flu and like the depression.
Yeah.
All my family's back home and they've got like chickens and shit and like cows and I've got like TV.
See, he sounds like he grew up where I imagine you growing up. I imagine this guy to walk into his house and like slap a fucking cow as he walks out the front door.
Yes, there is a period.
But
man.
when he tells me where he lives, it's nothing like that. Where he grew up.
Oh man, it's so much fun though when you grow up like on a farm place. Like my grandpa had a goat, and we would just like we wouldn't fuck with the goat, but like we would kind of fuck with the goat.
He's already saying he had sex with that.
I shouldn't even say anything about the goat. That's the thing. When you hear goat
it's so much fun living on a farm. Like you can fuck with a goat. Good.
Yes, we know something.
They got nice nipples.
So, but you know, they just had that. They just had that Fox News publicity thing called the Tea Parties, right? Where Fox on April 15th or whatever, there was people who have sort of sat around during 8 years of our treasury getting sucked dry by assholes, suddenly decide that they're upset about that and the taxes and the bailouts and the whole fucking mess. And so I guess Glenn Beck went to Texas for one of these tea parties.
When I heard about the tea parties, quite honestly, I thought that it was too early for the tea parties because we hadn't been hit by the taxes yet that have to come. But I have to tell you, when the tea parties started to roll and everybody started to do them, I found out that they were doing a tea party here at the Alamo, and I thought there wasn't.
Wait, hold on. At the Alamo, didn't they lose?
They did.
I should know my Texas history.
Isn't that like where Davy Crockett got his head put on a fucking pike or something? Who died there?
Something. Davy Crockett or like, a bunch of Mexicans went down. Crazy shit happened.
Right. The Mexicans, I believe, won.
They did.
If somebody can call 866-969-1969 and tell us exactly what. But so why would you have a protest at a place where you lost? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're standing strong. The police, we got our ass handed to us.
But we totally own it now, you know? It's like, shit, we got it. You might have, like, killed us, but hey, we bought this shit back. I'm probably messing up my history.
I went to the Alamo, and it's such a non-fucking place.
It's like a little Adobe house.
Yeah, it's
like
so
what's in there?
It's so boring.
They got a Mexican restaurant in there?
That's what it looks like a Mexican restaurant. Like you should go in and
actually, when you go in there, the woman walks by with a tray of sizzling stealing food from like Chili's.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But I went up and it's protected by the Texas National Guard. And
Texas is serious about their guards.
Or not National Guard, the the highway patrol guy or whatever. He's a scary looking motherfucker. Yeah. And so I walked up and I asked him where Ozzy pissed, and he got rolled his eyes at me. He's like, right over there.
They don't have a plaque.
Yeah, right.
That have to come, but I have to tell you, when the Tea Party started to roll and everybody started to do them, I found out that they were doing a Tea Party here at the Alamo, and I thought there wasn't a better place to do it. It's
like a concert.
Is the place.
Ladies and gentlemen, Journey.
Glenn Beck is so getting blown at the Alamo.
And he talks about Texans.
People are here from all over the country, but I tell you, Greta, Texans understand a republic better than anybody else in the country.
Right. The people that nearly seceded.
That's what I'm saying. What's going on with you people down there, dude? Let Texas secede,
dude,
man.
They're talking about seceding and stuff, and dude, that would be kind of cool because I'd like have dual citizenship.
But then, good luck paying for roads. And I'm sorry, if you secede, we're going to invade your ass and just take you right back. Or Mexico's gonna, dude. They'll come right back.
Mexico ain't gonna invade shit, bro.
Yeah, dude, they got weapons. Like they got some hard ass motherfuckers down in Mexico.
Those fucking drug cartels run the fucking government.
Have you seen that shit? You've seen those pictures of like Tijuana? Every morning the police come out and there's like 30 bodies stacked up with no heads in the street, and they're like, ah, god damn.
And they roll into the United States and buy guns and assault rifles here because they have gun laws there. Yeah. And we really don't.
Yeah.
It's Grand Theft Auto Juarez.
Yeah, dude.
It is fucked up. But yeah, and I've been hearing that too, and it's like, you know, we saw that study in the statistics of where all the money that the tax money goes, like it, you know, people are paying taxes in the Northeast and on the West Coast, and it's being funneled to the South. Like they take more tax money than they contribute to the economy. Right. So if Texas seceded, I mean, what do you make? You plugged up all the fucking oil wells in the 70s. There's not much oil being created down there.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck building a highway.
Well, we do have a lot of buffets. That has to provide some kind of
I gotta tell you, I've been to some badass buffets.
That's 90% of the GDP down there, dude.
Dude, off of fucking
pudding buffets.
Off of fucking I-44, they got a fucking bacon trough as long as it is some shit, boy.
Yeah, what do they do in Texas, dude? What do you guys make? Yeah, you got cattle.
Yeah, cattle, oil, like a shitload of the army and like military comes from Texas. I think. Like, almost like 3/4 comes from Texas.
And during this Tea Party, you're right, they did start talking about secession.
Listening to Governor Perry last night and watching your crowd and listening to things that are coming out of Texas, I don't want to be too dramatic, but it almost seems like Texas is looking to secede from the rest of the nation.
Oh, man. You know what?
Let him go.
Bye.
Yeah. See you later.
You fools between, let's name a few. Enron, right? That Blackwater or whatever the fuck that joint was that got like kicked out of Iraq, or they'd have changed their name, just like
that's right. Yeah.
That airline that crashed into the fucking ground.
Oh yeah. They're Spirit Air now,
dude. All the fucking like businessmen and like corporations, like Texas took over this country for 8 years. Raped it in the butthole and split. Is this hard for you to hear?
A little bit because I'm from Texas. But
my family's from Texas. I got to tell.
But here's the thing, dude. Look at me. I have a Jufro in these artsy fartsy classes. A Texan would call me a fag and kick my ass, probably, dude.
Roche from Whackbag. You're on the Lazlow Show.
Yeah, we actually did lose the battle at the Alamo, but it was the turning point in the battle against Mexico for our independence because of the slaughter there.
So what? So they slaughtered our asses, and then we were like, and then they were like, okay, we're done killing you. I mean,
right? How's that a turning point?
We slaughtered them.
Well, it was it gave them a rally cry. You know, remember the Alamo, and so we started kicking their ass. Well, and also, whenever you go and see the Alamo, that's only like 5%. That's basically like the Alamo's garage because the Mexicans destroyed it whenever they...
That's so like Mexicans keeping the garage, right? I'm half Mexican, too.
And plus, the whole Remember the Alamo, that didn't really work so well, did it?
No, yeah. I don't remember a thing.
There is going to be a day, because you always see those stickers that say, 9/11, never forget. People going to forget.
I forgot.
They've already forgot. What has changed since 9/11?
Right.
Dude? Except security downstairs. They got to take your damn picture before you walk in here. You know that shit?
I know.
You see the picture they took of me?
Dude, you look black in that picture.
It's like made up of 2 pixels. Nobody going to tell who that is.
It's just like a toner blob on a fucking piece of paper. And they're like,
that's how mine looked.
Did they scan your bag, Dustin, downstairs?
No, I didn't bring a bag.
Oh, okay.
It,
All right.
It was a long process.
They ran our shit through an X-ray machine before they came in here.
You don't look like you're going to kill anyone. They should just let you in. Like, this guy looks like he's going to, like, smoke a J maybe or something, not stab anyone.
A little bit more from the Tea Party in Texas.
These people love America
so much that they want to leave it. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
These people love America. They just think Texas does America best.
Oh, man, I didn't even know this was going on, man. I haven't been watching the news and stuff. They're like pretty serious about it.
Dude, I love those pictures from the Tea Parties. Have you seen them online?
Some of them.
People have collected, like people holding up protest signs and all the shit spelled wrong. And then
we're gonna succeed from the union. We're succeeding, everyone.
And they're always just like, no socialism, and it's like, really, with all these unemployed motherfuckers,
right?
I mean, how do you feel about socialism right now, Wayne? That fucking check that comes every week?
It's
called
nice.
Unemployment.
Yeah, dude. What do you say about Obama now, fool?
I've been fucking living with Lazlow. He's got a nice little Katie Beers room under his staircase, man.
Who?
You got a Katie Beers closet.
That's the John Bonet closet.
John Bonet. Oh, that's
Who the fuck is Katie Beers?
She was another one that was buried in underground. And
I've got this
out
little
Long Island.
You got like a list of like kids that were killed.
Yeah.
And when he humps his pillow, he fantasizes about each one. No, under the stairs, there's like a half door.
Because he's got a split staircase, so you're able to go underneath.
So there's a little half door, and like, when the water guy would come over or whatever to check the meter and stuff, I was like, oh, it's in the John Bonet closet. And the guy looked scared to crawl in there. Like, no, it's cool, dude. It's cool.
Fucking made an anonymous call to the police department
Right.
and check your ass out.
Fucking cap him in the head and pour lime on him like fucking in The Wire.
Ugh.
Yeah, man, Texas. I'm surprised there's not more Texans calling all fucking filthy pissed at us.
Nah, they're getting drunk right now. They're getting drunk, beating a wife. They'll call in the morning.
Yeah.
No, they don't all do that. Texas is pretty cool, actually, guys. A lot of...
Good weed?
Yes, exactly.
Because you guys can fucking go out and grow it in the fields.
Pretty much. But actually, the weed here is crazy good, man. Like, it's like,
It's
I don't know
Dude,
what
it's
y'all
got
are
names
doing.
here.
Yeah.
It has names here.
Yeah, back home, it's all just like grass or like shitty Mexican weed is what they call it. Or just, but...
Yeah, I've seen this, guys. One of my friends gets it. You ever get the delivery service where you pays this fool and he comes over with a backpack and he lays out like 15 or 20 different kinds?
Dude, yeah,
Have
man.
you seen this guy?
I gotta like drive like 25 miles back home and like go to this dude's house and like play a game of pool with him. He wants to hang out and stuff.
Yeah, they call them Beastie Boys on a mountain bike. They fucking mountain bike over to your crib hole and they lay out. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. The guy lays out all these different bags. He's like, this one just won the cannabis cup over in Amsterdam. This one, blah blah blah. This one tastes like bubble gum. And this one, you're like, what the fuck happened to marijuana? What the fuck happened to... And my buddy gets from one of those that, where it's like $500 for like a nugget or some shit. And he tells me he takes a bong hit of it and he wakes up like hours later and his stereo is turned completely up and he's laying on the floor. And he's like, he didn't remember anything.
His ass is bleeding.
Dude, when weed makes you black out, it's too motherfucking strong.
Is that really something you want to pay for, though? I mean, that's too strong, dude.
Yeah, because then you're not getting high. You're just passing out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm checking it out, man. That's part of the fucking high. Yeah.
Dude, I went snowboarding last month with my buddy, Doogie. Have you ever shared a hotel room with somebody and they don't close the door when they pee?
Yeah. Chris comes to my house and pees with the fucking door open.
Dude, and you got a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they like try to wash their hands or some shit, like while you're peeing in the restroom. Was that just my friends?
No, yeah.
What do you mean your friends come into the bathroom with you? Like at the house?
Like if I'm pissing or something and they got to wash, oh, let me just get in real quick. It's like, hold on, dude, I'm like pissing right here. Don't just wash your hands later.
See, I close the door, so that stops someone from coming in to wash that
I'm a
fucking
door
hands.
closer. There's some personal shit going.
Sure.
Dude, they act like it's they're at the bus station, and it's like, and not only did he pee with the door open, he comes out, and I go in there like 20 minutes later. He didn't flush. We're sharing a fucking hotel room, and the fool don't flush. He's gonna hear this.
Hey, hold on. You should not be making fun of Doogie, because I come to Lazlow's house, okay? And he's got a pretty big house. He's got, how many? You got 3 or 4 bathrooms, right? Something like that. At least 3.
3.
So he's got one on the downstairs floor. That's like for
the one by the
by the studio.
Yeah, the one
by the elevator.
No,
yeah, by the elevator.
Wayne was telling me he just worked on this chick's house, which like a few months ago. You put an elevator into this mansion.
They put an elevator.
Dude,
in
when
the
you were
house.
so rich, you're like, I can't walk up these motherfucking stairs.
Well, hold on. But Laz, I come to this guy's house and it's a full bathroom. And I come in. And I have a problem pissing on top of other people's piss. Don't ask me why.
Because it's disgusting?
I like to piss on clean water. I like to piss on clear water.
Well, the smells mingle or something.
When I go into your bathroom, Laz, there's sometimes, come on, there's a week worth of urine in there.
No, there's no week worth of urine.
Come on, dude. He does this whole thing. If it's yellow, it's mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
No, you got it wrong. If it's yellow, let it mellow.
Okay.
Yeah. He's saving the environment.
Oh, I do. It's do that in your bathroom upstairs. Don't do that in the one downstairs that I'm going to use.
Dude, you're a construction worker.
That's still, I have to have, I got some things I like to have a certain way. Clean water in the toilet.
And here's what I'll do.
I'm going to start pissing in your sink like I do in customers that I don't fucking like.
Dude, I'm so bad at like forgetting to flush the toilet.
I'm a toothbrush on my cock, man.
How do you forget? You're right there, it's like 2 inches away.
Dude, I have no idea. My roommate like hates it because I guess I just like get stoned or something, and I'll get like tracked doing something else, and then like
I'll
later
tell you how to
like,
start learning to fucking flush it. I'm going to take you out maybe tonight, and we're going to go home and you're going to piss in your fucking bowl, but we're going to get so drunk at some point later on you're going to have to puke in that fucking bowl.
Oh man!
How you gonna?
I usually just puke on the bed, man. That's what I've been doing lately.
Really? You puked on the bed?
In New York, we use the toilet.
Dude, I don't really drink like back home. I never drank, but since I got up here, like everyone's like, "Hey,
this place will turn you into an alcoholic."
Oh, totally, man! I blacked out for the first time last Wednesday, man. And
How'd that work out for you?
Oh man, it was crazy. I woke up and my knuckles were all bloodied and stuff. Apparently, I fell out of the cab like onto the sidewalk, and then my roommate came in, and I'm laying down next to the bed, and he comes in, it's like 8 in the morning. He's like, "Dustin, you okay?" I'm like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened." He's like, "I think you threw up in the bed." And I looked, I'm like, "Oh shit, dude, I'm sorry."
Dude, that's like one step away from some Jimi Hendrix shit, where you're basically dead.
I've been in some fucking drunk situation where I puked in bed and my wife actually woke me up and I just literally picked my head up and turned the other fucking way and went back to sleep. For fucking hours. When you live with someone and you're married, dude, that is like, it's okay while it's happening. It's a little chuckle. Yeah. But for like the next fucking 3 weeks, you're in the doghouse.
Oh,
like,
dude,
you fucking idiot. Fucking puked in the bed.
I so wanted to just go back to sleep, but I knew it would like look irresponsible and shit. So I'm like,
listen, you're paying half the rent, right?
No, actually, I've got a cool deal worked out, man.
What, will you suck his cock?
What is not that cool, no.
You have to clean in the nude? I remember.
No, man, a comic that I used to open for, it's his, when I came up here, like, I didn't know anyone, so I called him, I'm like, "Hey, do you know anyone in New York?" He's like, "Yeah, let me see what I can do." And so I hooked up with his ex-girlfriend, and
she's
fucked
his ex-girlfriend?
No, dude, I didn't hook up with her. She's like 70. Awesome lady, man, totally awesome. She lets me live there.
70?
Yeah, she used to do comedy, so I told her the story and stuff, how I got drunk, and she's like, "Oh, these
Who
things
you stay
happen."
with, George Burns? What the fuck?
No, it's actually Jimmy Walker's ex-girlfriend, man.
Come on.
Swear, I used
Dynamite?
to. Yeah, dude, me and
What's
him
her name?
like work together.
Can you drop a name?
I can't, dude, because like I don't want to like.
So it's Jimmy Walker's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Jimmy Walker.
You stayed with her for a while?
Yeah, I'm living with her right now.
You ever like a pair of drawers or anything?
No, I have not done that.
Not really.
I have not come to that.
Wait, so and you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
And so you're staying with a 70-year-old woman and throwing up in the bed.
Yeah, but she's used to do comedy, so she knows like all about. She's like, "Oh,
she knows
these
about
things happen."
She knows about chemical disorders.
I gotta tell you, I
alcohol
lost it for a couple minutes because when he said he had a roommate, I'm assuming it's another young guy that's telling him,
yeah.
"You can't puke in the fucking bed, dude."
Yeah, her nephew lives there too and stuff, and he's like about 30. He's like a doctor. He's got his shit together, So
and
when
then
he
there's
comes,
you.
yeah, then there's me throwing up on their beds and shitting on their coffee table. house.
It happens. Yeah, so it's me coming in your face.
Wow.
Dude, I went and saw, I said I went and saw Bill Burr on Thursday. He's doing Caroline's right now. And there was this chick almost in the front row who every time, that is the loudest beer I've ever heard you pour. Every time he told a joke, when you go see comedy and somebody tells a joke where you're like, yeah, he's really right. This chick would throw the devil horns up in the air with her finger and her pinky extended like she was at a fucking Ozzy concert. And finally Bill was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you throwing the fucking horns? It's like, this isn't a rock concert.
Yeah, it's so like Rock of Love type shit,
And this, and people I started getting annoyed by it. I'm like, stop, put your fucking hands down.
It's a comedy show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, even the comedians must hate that shit.
Oh, dude, I tell you, the worst is afterwards. All the people come up and the stupid. I realize people say such stupid shit to celebrities. This guy walks up to Bill, and I'm standing there shooting the shit with him. And he walks up to him and he says, I froze up when I met Springsteen, so I'm just gonna say this. And he was like, "You're great." So he goes off on this like quick little "I love you" kind of thing to Bill Burr, and he walks off. And Bill's like, "Oh, so you froze up when you tried to speak to Springsteen, but me, you can just fucking babble all day with. Thanks a lot for fucking knocking me down one."
But if that was a hot girl, Bill wouldn't have any problem with that shit, or any comedian.
Oh yeah, I love hot chicks. That's the only way I pretty much get laid, from comedy.
You make chicks laugh.
Yeah,
Wayne,
exactly.
no, hell yeah.
You only got it's a small window of opportunity. Like about an hour after I get off stage, I still got that shit going, But after that, it's like, oh, you're just some chubby fat kid,
Right. Yeah, Wayne said because Wayne said that he was nailing tons of chicks. I'm like, what are you talking about? You look like you got hit by a bus.
Oh, I have not hit that level.
No, I'm just kidding. But he said if you can make them laugh.
Yeah, they all say that.
Yeah, sometimes it works, man. Maybe I don't know. I'm just bad with chicks and stuff, man. I get too like nervous, especially hot chicks,
Try guys then.
I don't know about that. I'm working on ugly chicks. If I can't get the ugly chicks, then maybe I'll take it.
I just want to tell you something. We all work on ugly chicks. There's not a guy in the world that doesn't work. They don't want to. You don't want to walk around with that chick, but you all got to work on an ugly one. There ain't that many beautiful ones.
It's weird at a comedy club too, because when you go home with like a really super ugly chick, the wait staff is like, "Oh man, he totally banged that pig last night, man." And they tell all the other comics like, "Oh, Dustin Ybarra, he totally banged a chick that looks like a dude." And whatever.
Oh, there's some comedy groupies, aren't there? I've seen some out there.
Yeah,
and and comedy groupie chicks are kind of crazy.
Yeah, dude.
They're a little weird.
Yeah, I hear they get super obsessive and stuff. I haven't had a stalker, but a lot of comedian buddies tell me that they like crazy chicks come after the show and like, why don't you like me?
Yeah, I made the mistake of banging someone that listened to the radio station that I worked at. And I learned very quickly you never fuck the fans, dude, because she was calling the request lines, and they would go, KFMZ, and she'd go, "Why doesn't Lazlow return my calls?" It's like, this chick was crazy. She started showing up at my fucking house while I was on other dates, I'm trying to bang a chick. She's like, ding a ding 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 ding, ringing the fucking doorbell. What are you doing? I was trying to get some pussy.
But Laz, truthfully, at some point in your career when you got into radio, that was a turn on, knowing that you could quite possibly just get these random amount of fucking chicks just by being on the radio.
Right. I saw her. She was hot. And I said, hey, I have passes. I can get into the local, concert venue for any show and be backstage. So
it's
amazing. The bar is so low for pussy. Free concert passes.
How many times did that get you laid, that line?
A few.
Yeah, I would think easily.
Dude, you take them backstage, you introduce them to a celebrity.
I would have told them backstage, this is where you suck my dick. Right now, yeah. That's payment. Start sucking, bitch.
See, I would take them to meet the celebrity, then they would end up banging the celebrity.
That's why I'm saying you gotta backstage suck my dick here before you meet the man.
Right, yeah. Listen, here's the deal. You meet Flavor Flav after you suck my fucking cock.
It's the toll. But it's still working. Can we talk about what happened last show or not?
Yes. So on the last show, just so we can sort of keep you up to speed, because I know that you don't listen to the show, we had a woman who was involved in one of the biggest political scandals of the last 10 years. She was the madam who sent the prostitute over to Elliot Spitzer's.
Yeah, I saw that on the site.
Right. So, but afterwards, so she leaves, and we're still doing the show, right? And she had the big tits and, fake blonde hair and all this. And so we're doing the show. Reed holds his phone up to me to read a text message. And what does it say, Reed?
It was from her publicist who came, and it said, is Lazlow single? Because the madam wanted to know.
For her, or was it for the madam?
For the madam.
Wanted to know.
So, all right, so just how would you read that?
Yeah, that chick totally wants to bang you, Lazlow.
Thank you, yes.
And Wayne and I...
See, I'm from the old school. I was sitting there next to her. She's a fucking hooah. She's used to playing guys for money.
Oh, this
guy works for the #1 game company in America. He's got his own fucking radio show. And look at him. Come on, he's got a nice smooth look. Guys all over the world love him.
Yeah, she wouldn't charge you, though. If she
she was going to charge him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, she was going to charge him. Without a doubt, man.
She had clients like A-Rod, and that's money.
Dude.
The money that we have ain't
exactly
money,
what
dude.
you just said, a client. It doesn't make a difference if she's going to get $100.
Are you saying I can't afford a $4,000 prostitute?
You're not
I didn't say
A-Rod.
that.
I don't give a fuck. I got $4,000.
Yeah, he's got
$4 grand for a minute.
And savings, nigga.
I can put a down payment on a hooker.
Right, exactly.
Well, really, I don't know. From the time she walked in, it's kind of nice thing. Gladys got hit on, you know what I'm saying? And
I felt great.
Yeah, sure you did. You
got hit on.
He fucking so jerked off that night. You wouldn't believe, man. Probably shot air. He jerked off so much on the third one.
But I'm saying if she wanted to set you up with one of her girls to make some money, she would have just come right out and say that. Why is she beating around the bush with this bullshit text message to me?
I think, well, we could have took it to the next step and actually fucking played her, but, there were other situations. I wanted to play her. I wanted to call her out.
And
send her back an email and see what it was really up, but we didn't take it to that
Yeah, we
level.
should just call her and see what's up. Like, hey, do you want to charge us for sex? Or you just willing to do it for free?
Well, that's the thing. Why would she ask if you're single? Because there are plenty of married guys who will go out and get a hooker.
Yeah,
you don't need to
that's
be
a good
married
point.
to patronize her service, you know?
But you know what? That's an inroad. Because she said, because somebody just asked, "Are you single?"
Reed, have you?
She's just that's irrelevant. She wouldn't.
I'm gonna put it on. Have you ever gone out with a girl that is a schemer?
No.
Okay.
Like a schemer? How?
A schemer. Do anything to get something for nothing or for free.
Hell no.
Dude.
No, I would never. I don't want to date those girls.
So I'm basically telling you that's the type of girl she was. She was a schemer.
Oh, so you've been out with this
I guarantee you, she was to go and fuck Lazlow, and all of a sudden it came along. Oh, Wayne's got a fucking 110-foot fucking yacht and vacations, and I'd try to get my phone call too.
I'm saying, dude, she does. We are the bottom of the barrel for her. Look at the studio we're in.
I think she's fishing for clients.
Yeah,
she's fishing for clients, dude.
She's got A-Rod, for Christ's sake, and senators,
dude.
Governors. She don't need us.
She's also got the FBI watching her.
Right.
That's true.
That's what freaked me out, dude. I was like, oh no.
And I gotta say, you guys sat a little further away from her. I sat next to her. There were just telltale signs that she's pretty. Laz, come on, me and you both know we're on the beach. If I'm gonna fucking cheat on my wife, that chick is gonna be a high school graduate of that year, 2009. Matter of fact, she might even. I don't even want one of those smart ones that gets graduates early at 16, because then you'll be raping her. I want an 18-year-old that graduates.
Right. He's looking for a date that ends with an Amber Alert.
But truthfully, come on, man. It's not. You want to go for a younger girl. She was looking 50, dude. 45, 50.
Great. All right, fine. I still think it was a hit on. Yeah, I don't think it was about business.
Dude, those two chicks that came in and boxed to me, they were hot young chicks. They were hotter than her.
Yeah, and they didn't ask for our phone numbers.
Wrestled.
Yeah, because the one had a boyfriend that probably she liked to box with. We had an actual boxing match.
They didn't box, they wrestled.
They wrestled. Yeah, we had female wrestlers on the show, and one beat the
And she had a man. I guarantee you, her and her man had some crazy ass rough sex, man.
I know, but I'm saying she did not hit him.
I know. I come in the day, man.
It's like with the goats.
Yeah, you guys had these like bitches wrestling and stuff. Like
fucking wardrobe malfunctions, the whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah, we saw Badge.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oh, for real?
It was nice.
And
this fool.
And somebody who doesn't know how to work his fucking digital camera took some blurry Vag shots.
We were counting on this fool to document it all. And he doesn't come through.
I never sent it to you. I will send it to you. I promise you tomorrow you will get the one of the lip slip. I got one where one is wrestling, but her bathing suit kind of right over, and all you see in the bottom are these two pink lips.
Yeah. When it's just like a small amount. That's
exactly.
Hot, dude.
Exactly. It's like a nip slip.
Yeah,
man.
she
You never
doesn't
have
know.
that, right?
We should
take what we can get.
We should do a.
There's no one here.
We should do a break.
You gotta
Are
keep
we even
going.
on the air? What do we do? Where's Danny?
Hey, where's Danny?
What's up in there, man? Give me a signal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Danny's here.
Where did you? Well, how am I supposed to do a fucking commercial break?
Because I hear you. I'm listening to the show.
Oh. Well, let's do a fucking commercial break. This is episode 41 of the Lazlow Show, motherfucker.
Saturday Night Virus.
I was that Big Mac.
I didn't get it. I got chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich.
The Lazlow Show.
Lazlow Show, episode 41. Dustin, Ybarra in the studio, hanging out with us.
Yep, talking shit about my home state. I'm going to go back, get lynched.
866-969-1969. Our website, lazlow.com. You can actually get the box set of every show we've ever done is on there. The Lazlow Show t-shirt coming soon. It was sent off to the printer this week. Big stuff happening. I have to get to this real quickly. We get email from all over the world from people that listen to this show, and this one was great. Most of them are, 99% of them are, you guys are super awesome. Hey, Laz, I'm an 18-year-old boy from India. I love your show. You guys are so great. My girlfriend passed away last week, and it brought back many memories because we would always download and listen to your show together.
This is like one of those Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
Her name is Govind.
Yeah, the show just ground to a halt.
She really loved your show, and even though she was diagnosed with leukemia, you guys would manage to make her laugh. So, dude, my instinct was to email back the word bullshit.
Yeah.
But, I didn't.
Yeah.
We're like the Make-A-Wish Foundation of this piece. It would mean a lot to her if you gave her a shout out.
If you sent me a free game.
Yeah. Send that fool the first T-shirt off the line, man.
Yeah.
Sorry about your wife. Here's a shirt.
Gabriel Bunker emailed and said he can't find any albino. We're talking about albino porn. He can't find any on the internet.
I gotta say, I haven't searched for that, but I'm gonna make that a point when I go home because these days the Asian porn, I kind of liked it at first, but now I realize they fucking digitalized everything. It's kind of sucks.
Yeah, just watch your porn on a black and white TV. Albino porn.
Where the fuck do you find a black and white TV?
Go to a pawn shop, dude. They're still around. Man. You can buy swords in a pawn shop.
Yeah. Do they have color TV in Texas?
I think they probably do.
Jesus Christ.
There's got to be albino porn, though, man. There's every kind of porn out there.
Oh, yeah.
But I was really loving Asian porn for a while, but now it's not doing it for me.
What do you mean they digitize it?
They, pixelate, the area, pubic hair.
Yeah, and pubic hair is real.
They'll even show you, cock in her mouth, and you can see her mouth and her nose and outline, but you don't see the cock.
What?
Yeah.
That's such a repressed society, man.
Nick Barber writes in, Lazlow, I have a question for Wayne. His years of experience doing crack, banging homeless girls, and getting finger fucked by hookers. I am 15 and knocked up my girlfriend. What do I do?
You know what to do, fella. Get a job and save $250.
Yeah. Either that or spend $100 on some Doc Martens and plant it firmly in La Stomach.
Although maybe you have the baby and you put it up for adoption and Madonna will adopt it.
I'd rather get adopted by Madonna. You're 15, dude. Write her a letter.
I don't know, dude. Have you
Have
you seen non-photoshopped pictures of Madonna?
Looking rough.
There's a lot of facial hair, man. She almost could have a beard like me. I'm not lying, dude. She's got a lot of beard.
She does, man. Her arms, though, are just sinew. Have you seen how, she works out too much, man?
Even her stomach, man. Her stomach is just like a rock.
That's not natural.
Yeah, whenever the chicks work out too much, dude, that's freaky looking, man.
Really is.
Where they have the pecs instead of the boobs and stuff.
I kind of find it hot.
Really?
But then I get freaked out because I'm like, I'm turned on by a woman that looks like a man.
Yeah, but have you ever seen where they work out so much they have the pec, but then they have the boob on top of the pec?
Oh, that's like great. The heavy weight.
Like those weightlifting girls,
that's
man.
Like the heavy weight lifting, man, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to have more jiggly boobs than my girlfriend.
Moobs? Boobs?
Yeah, I like boobs where gravity is, taking its toll.
Saggy boobs?
Dude, I take them all. I don't call them saggy. I call those workers. Usually they had kids.
Workers?
It's like a bee.
It's a working boob. It's like a working boob, man.
They're queen boobs and they're worker boobs.
You ask them how many kids they had. They had 3 kids. Those things are like, the nipple is facing the ground always. It's never up anymore.
And it's a huge nipple, too. The nipple is practically the whole boob.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't do pancake.
Yeah, I don't like I like a nipple with reaction.
On that note, dude, I came across this really weird organization online of gay Christians.
See, here's what we know. We know for certain that there are brain differences between gay people.
We have to I went too many tracks.
Hi, I'm Dustin Lee, Executive Director of the Gay Christian Network. Welcome to the second installment of Gay Christian Answers. What causes people to be gay?
Cock in the mouth? First,
Right, end of show right there.
Right. Dick and butt?
What causes people to be gay? Good question. This calls for a little investigation.
He just starts peering in another man's asshole.
Got a miner's hat on.
No, you should see this video.
Spelunking.
He's got like a
magnifying glass?
He's got a magnifying glass, and he's going, this calls for some investigation. All right, Sherlock Holmes, I think it's pretty clear.
Thanks, Encyclopedia Brown.
I'm sure you are attracted to some members of the opposite sex and not attracted to others. You probably know as soon as you see them. In fact, you might know some people you think are really awesome people of the opposite sex.
But you want to bum
them. If you could choose who you were attracted to, life would be a lot easier.
We don't choose already?
Yeah. Dude, when I walk down the street, I am classifying... Would plant seed in that one? Would not plant seed in that one?
Right.
Would plant seed? I mean, constantly.
It's just black and white.
It's black and white, and
you
meet every chick you meet. That's the first thing that clicks in your head. Would I fuck her? Yes or no? And then you go. It's like one of those diagrams where you go down. It says, "Would you fuck her?" There's a line going down. It says, "Yes, go this way. No, go the other
way."
In
your head, you see the Terminator screen, like all these statistics pop out on it.
Right. Exactly. I don't know.
A lot easier. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way.
Oh?
It doesn't work that way for gay people either.
I wonder, how does it work for gay people?
See, here's what we know. We know for certain that there are brain differences between gay people and straight people.
Right. My brain says, don't suck cock.
Are brain differences between gay people and straight people. We've shown this in multiple studies. So if you're gay, your brain is actually wired differently from straight people's.
Right. It's wired to hang nice curtains in my house.
Yeah, I feel like this guy is pointing at a gay brain or something. Look here in the gay brain. You'll see some curtains. Let's see behind that door a little fan.
You see the gay brain.
They're good with colors. And here in the straight brain.
Right. This is the part of the brain that we call the musical area.
Show tunes.
We've shown in laboratory mats, when you stimulate this part of the brain, they get up and they dance and sing something from Singing in the Rain.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, there's the Liza Minnelli part of the brain.
Straight people. We've shown this in multiple studies. So if you're gay, your brain is actually wired differently from straight people's. This is for sure. We also know that 6 to 10% of Rams are gay.
Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Did he say ram? He said rams.
Rams.
Why
like
they
the
study
animal.
ram?
The animal. You know, the ones that are always beating heads with each other?
Yeah, that's the closest animal to gay people that we can find, a ram.
I never, in any nature video, when I saw rams, they were always smashing their heads into each other. I never saw them 69ing one another.
We also know that 6 to 10% of Rams are gay. I know, I didn't know this either, but this has been documented. And we found this...
How do they know that? It's such a precise 6 to 10%.
Who the fuck documented it? And how do they know how many rams are even in the world?
Yeah, I know. You have such a shitty job when you got to wait for a ram to give like a blowjob and write it down.
See, I think I'm going to put a crazy statistic in my book and see if anybody calls me out on it like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Put anything in there.
Put a crazy statistic.
And then, what do you do? It's like...
9 out of 10 guys that meet Laz fall in love with him.
Yeah, 6 out of 8 flamingos are racist.
And how does that work? So you like live in some kind of like wild country or whatever. You go back to the village. It's like, I just saw a ram sucking a dick.
Are gay. I know, I didn't know this either, but this has been documented. And we found the same brain differences in the rams as we have in humans.
Rams like show tunes.
I've never seen gay guys smashing their heads into each other.
They've got those videos out there.
They got those docking videos where they're smashing.
It's on the same side with the albino porn, dude. You just scroll down. Long list.
So the theory is that hormones during your mom's pregnancy may cause differences in your brain and cause some people to be gay and some people to be straight.
Yeah, I knew it was the mom's fault that people were gay.
Right.
I knew it had to do with that.
Yeah, the dad's got nothing to do with it.
Exactly, the mama chromosomes.
Differences in your brain and cause some people to be gay and some people to be straight. We've tested this by injecting certain hormones into pregnant rats, and
homos come out of the rat. How does this work? I don't understand it.
This is horrible. They're injecting this gayness into this rat. This rat's going to have
Who
a
doesn't
gay
want
kid.
to be gay?
It's like
It's a mad scientist with a syringe. Like, we've got the gay serum.
straight. We've tested this by injecting certain hormones into pregnant rats, and guess what? They have gay kids.
Wow.
They're creating gay
Right.
people. They're
Gonna get beaten up at rat high school, these fucking kids, dude. Like, motherfucker.
Right. Mom comes in and the rat's trying on her shoes.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Oh my God! You injected me!
Right.
It's you!
It's your fault.
When does the Christian part come into all this, by the way?
I don't.
Yeah,
what
what's
the fuck
going
is it?
on here?
It's a science fair project about rats so far, dude. I ain't heard nothing about the Bible yet.
Why didn't he just say God made us?
Yes, that's it.
God made us gay.
See you next time. I'm gonna be in the back, in the mattress room in the back, dude.
That doesn't sound very Christian, injecting rats
Yeah.
with gayness.
Right. It's science last time I checked.
Yeah, do you take contributions for that? Do they send a collection plate around? We need to find out.
What kind of, like, you're trying to fund a study? Like, what are you going to do? You're trying to cure cancer? No, we're trying to turn rats into fags. That's what we're shooting for. And so here's some other things about gay people.
Now, if in fact the hormones are causing all of this, we would expect them to affect other things as well. And it seems that they do. We found things like differences in fingerprint whorls between...
So your fingerprints are designed a lot more better?
I guess they have
They're
like
more stylish.
swirls in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got more pizzazz.
Right.
They got like an Argyle print in them or some shit. This paisley shit.
You put your fingerprint down, it's just a cock. You take it off, like, what? Oh, no.
Like differences in fingerprint whorls between gay and straight people, differences in finger lengths. Gay people are...
I know where he's going with that.
Do you?
Where's he going with that?
Did you ever see a gay guy in a video with a little dick?
Dude, what? You just
I'm
opened
going to say he's
yourself
going to
up.
come out that gay guys all got big dicks.
Oh, that's true. I read that study.
Can we back up a little bit? Have you ever seen a gay guy in a video?
I've watched many a gay video. You never watched a gay video?
No.
Danny's laughing. You never watched a gay video.
Well, why are you watching a gay video?
Well, I got to say, the first one I watched, my wife used to work in the Guggenheim Museum, and she was a security guard. There were like
Where's this
400
going?
employees. They were all
Gay
fucking
porn at the
gay.
Guggenheim. Oh,
So they
okay.
used to send home gay porn because I always said I wanted to. Well, the first one I sat there and watched, it was all cool, and I watched like 35 minutes till they made
gay-
out. Once they started fucking making out, I was out of there.
You're cool.
I'm a homosexual.
I was going to say, so you're
I
cool
like
with
men.
the story aspect of the film, but then when they actually started fucking...
I'd fuck in the ass, no problem.
What? Whoa.
If I was in the joint, I'm fucking a guy in the ass. I'm not saying like if
Why?
I got 3. I'm saying if I got life, because you're going to want to get off.
Well, can't you just jack yourself off?
I'd want to fucking bang an ass.
Oh, man, dude, I don't want to go to prison, man. Because I'm going to be one of those
I don't want to
guys.
go to prison either because chances I'm going to get fucked in the ass before I fucking the ass.
I don't want to go to prison, but I'm going to fuck you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got tattoos and you got a long beard.
like-
You're
yeah,
like a
but you
stack of
still-
the rest of us are going to be fodder,
You
dude.
just don't listen. Even if you think I got this hardcore, like you just don't walk in and like take over. They're gonna fucking have to initiate you. I'm gonna get hammered in the ass too.
I like that he's thought this out.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, I have.
How far into the prison stay are you banging another man in the ass?
It would have to be like more than 3 years. I would have to say.
Wow.
Just for 3 years, I could hold out. I think.
Would you have to like him or be attracted to him?
No, I'd
All
want
right.
it to be a fucking brutal rape.
Would it be a new guy?
I'm
Dude, the look,
serious.
I'm sorry, if I could take a quick break. The look on Dustin's face of what kind of radio show did I walk into?
This is the way I look at it. You're finally put someplace where there are no fucking laws to protect that person, right? Well, if they're going to want to get out of your fucking scenario, here's the time.
What scenario?
They're
What are you
fucking-
talking about?
They're ass raping scenario.
I don't have that scenario. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Jesus.
See, I guess I have the ass raping scenario.
Oh, man.
What do you mean scenario?
Well, you know, you want it to be a little violent.
You can't have a gentle ass raping. You can't light some candles around somebody.
You say, have a sip of wine.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking put your head in that toilet bowl. I'm going to ram you in the ass.
I've seen the TV show Oz,
And
dude. I know how that shit goes down.
Dude, do you know anybody that's gone to jail?
You know what? My best friend is actually went to prison for 4 years. He went to Feds.
Well, the Fed prison's different than...
Fed's not that bad. He robbed some banks, went in there. He said it was fun. It was like high school, man. It just hang out.
A federal
and
prison's
stuff,
different
play
than a state
guitar.
penitentiary.
Yeah, state pen, that's where you get raped.
Because for some reason, it's like the federal crimes, you're almost treated like still like a citizen and a person, and you have some rights, and you get to do certain things. Even in federal prison, you get to leave to go out and work every day and got to come back. And then you could have a 20-year sentence and get a sentence like that. But in the state, it's a matter of you're going to do your time. And it's a tough place in state prisons. There's a lot of, gangs, and you got to defend yourself. People are going to steal your fucking shoes, your food, your money. Anything, cigarettes.
See, you
gotta defend yourself, man.
You're gonna fit in so well, though. The white dudes, they're gonna love you. Me, they're gonna totally rape me, man. And then they'll find out that I'm half Mexican, and then there'll be a feud between the whites and the Mexicans wanting to rape me.
Dude, but I gotta say, in prison, you're either like a skinhead or the Mexican gangs, right? Because aren't those the two toughest badass groups in prison? You gotta line
the Aryan Brothers. I think
you
is where
choose,
you fall in right away.
I would be such a lonely guy in prison, such a nerd in prison, just blogging about it.
Where are you blogging?
I don't know.
He's got his cell phone with him.
I got raped today.
You're not gonna have your iBook with you in prison, dude. That shit is gonna be stuck. You won't even have a candy bar, dude. They're gonna take that shit from you so fast.
Rob, the trucker in Alabama, you're on the Lazlow show.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment on the Rams. The reason they were probably gay is because they were brain damaged from slamming their fucking heads together.
I know a lot of retarded people that aren't gay.
No, we've talked to retard wranglers on this show, and they say that they whip out their junk all the time. They're constantly fighting. They constantly keep them from fucking and sucking each other.
Yep.
Oh man,
they'll take anything, dude.
That's crazy. I always picture them as these gentle beings that just love to smile.
Well, they do, but they want to spread the love around. Doesn't matter your gender, dude. They will stick it in you.
Oh man, they would have a heyday in prison. My God, they've got that strength too. They could rape anyone. The warden,
retard strength. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Michael Myers strength,
Did I tell you? I had to get a fucking drug test the other day. It was horrendous.
Whoa.
Like full blood and urine.
Insurance?
And I had insurance. Dude, I had to go weeks, like no tobacco, no alcohol, obviously no weed or anything. It was horrendous. And then the fool that showed up at my office to give me the test stole a fucking video game out of my goddamn office. That fool rolled out, and I was like,
maybe he thought you left it on the table. Now your test comes up clean.
Well,
maybe
see,
he
here's
was
the
giving
deal.
you the carte blanche.
There you go.
Maybe he was like, your test comes up clean. I take the video game.
It was my cartridge from Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars on the Nintendo DS. I had it out of the DS because my DS was getting some custom logos and shit put on it downstairs from our king mod motherfucker. And so I had the cartridge there. It saves the games on the cartridge.
So you're out.
So I had to fucking start the game over.
Oh, that's the most shittiest feeling whenever you've completed a game. Not complete, but you've gotten pretty far in a game and then some shit happens where you lose all the levels. That used to always happen to me in Zelda. My little brother would go, or lately, I'll come in drunk or something and play the video games and my character will be totally fucked in the morning. All the gold is gone. That. You traded all your swords for fish and shit. It's why'd I do this?
Dude, I've done that, man. I love to play video games loaded, and it's the next time you fire that up, you're like, what the fuck did I do? You get fucked up and you save over the wrong save and shit like that. You're just and then, or I'll be like, where'd all my guns go? I had some pretty decent guns, and now I got a knife. What happened to me last night? And I'm like, oh, yeah. It starts to all fucking piece together.
Yeah.
You spend all your money and impulse buy shit at the store, you're all, because in Grand Theft Auto, you can spend, remember you went to the horse race, right?
That was me.
Oh, right. You won all that money?
I'm still at the horse. I played, dude. I gotta tell you.
How much money did you win at the horse race?
It's gotta be in the quadrillions.
I don't really know if that's a
dude. As I started to play, I went to offer. As I started to play, I realized that you can get 10,000. I wanted to know how many zeros I could add. Well, he told me I could do the whole screen across the top, but I'm about 2/3 of the screen. Dude, I have so much weapons and shit. It's like unbelievable.
You can buy anything.
You can buy anything. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm at that level in the game of what's available, I can buy. I'm still not at anywhere near the end of the game because it takes 20 minutes to post a bet. Because you got to hit that fucking X button each time for like $1,000.
You got a lot of time on your hands.
And I'm making like $1 million bets. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever your Grand Theft Auto character has his shit together, like better than you.
Well, see,
the guy's all like working out, going to the gym, but he's got his girlfriend.
What gets me frustrated is as I start to do a mission, you know what I'm saying? If I fuck up and I get, arrested or I get killed, I can reset the game back to where I'm at the start of that mission. I ain't losing my shit, man.
You don't gotta
Fuck
buy
that.
that shit again.
That took me too long.
Kevin in Brooklyn, you're on the Lazlow Show.
Hey, what's up? When I was younger, I had two retards that lived on my block. Like, one was full-blown Down syndrome, and the other guy was just, kind of learning disability. And the learning disability guy got a hold of the full-blown retard in the garage one day and start raping him.
And he raped him?
Yeah, dude.
How do you get to find this out? Is it like, you find out after? Does someone actually see it?
No, he was, turned out he was coming up the block with his pants around his ankles, crying and drooling.
Oh, man.
I thought the other guy was going to say, look, I got shit on my dick.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess a condom wasn't involved in that rape, probably.
I love the guys that call up and change the story. I lived on a street with two gay guys. It was never me and a gay guy. I took him in the garage.
No, I think it was saying there was two retards.
Yeah, he was one of them.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to fucking say.
Man, that's like that dude whose girlfriend died in India. Now all the air has been sucked out of the room. It's like, God damn.
Dude, I'm so sick of it. It's like they got all these TVs on in here, and it's like this whole shit over the last 2 weeks where we're arguing about torture and all this kind of shit. It's like they talk about this stuff like we're living in an episode of 24. You know what I mean?
I know, the Jack Bauer scenario.
They're like, you don't understand. Like, they got critical information, and I got commercials that are starting in 10 minutes. I got to waterboard that motherfucker because he's got he knows about the next terror plots. Like, dude, you've been watching 24 too much. Did you know that the government, the Army, the Department of Defense went and visited the creators of 24 and asked them to start toning down the torture scenes in the show because he's constantly torturing brown people to get them to fucking come up with the plot.
Yeah,
brown people.
It's always brown people.
It's always brown people. Yeah. But because what was happening is these soldiers, were watching the show and were getting really gung ho when they would capture somebody in Fallujah. they would be getting all Jack Bauer on it, like, where's the fucking bomb? And they're like, what are you saying? I don't know.
Dude, some farmer or something.
Yeah. We don't have money for food.
Right, exactly.
God, dude.
Who's going to assassinate the president? What are you talking about?
Oh,
and the
man.
creators of 24 told them to go fuck themselves, of course, but...
God, that's sad, dude. We got TV shows now trained in our army.
It's crazy.
Plus, in real life, they had to waterboard that fool 183 times.
Yeah, and on the 108, it's like Reed said this to me on the phone the other day. He goes, "What did they get? What on the 183rd that they didn't get on the 182nd?"
It tells you it didn't work.
You would think, and the poor fools that have to do this to the fucking guy, they're like,
you know they love it.
We've done this 100 times.
I know. Just let me go home already.
Right.
He's not going to say anything.
And plus, dude, I don't know if you remember, I got beat up when I was a kid, and somebody would twist your arm and tell you to say uncle. You fucking said uncle.
You'd say anything.
But you just knew that as a kid, it would stop.
Correct.
Yeah, well,
you just talk some shit and they'll leave you alone. You're like, yeah, they're gonna.
See, I think at first they twist your wrist and they say, oh, okay, look at the guy told us what he wants, and then 15 minutes later they come back and they fucking twist your wrist again, and you say, yeah, I said the same thing, and then an hour later you're changing your fucking tune. Oh, man. That's what torture is. Not one fucking time and you tell them what you want.
Oh, man, Texas is going to torture if they secede. That's going to be a policy.
They electrocute retards down there, dude. They'll kill any motherfucker down there.
That dude's lucky that one retard. If you rape that other dude, he's dead in Texas, man.
That's true, man.
That's why the kids are so nice in Texas, too, because their parents, drown them if they're bad. The kids up here, they get away with shit at home.
Bullshit!
Well, plus you can have guns in church in Texas, right? You can carry guns anywhere. Do you never know somebody's just going to smoke you?
Yeah, but it's you kind of can tell if this guy's going to smoke you or not.
You ever shot anyone?
Oh, no, I've shot a gun before.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've shot shooting a gun is pretty cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we were talking about because we go to Vegas sometimes and they got a firing range. You just sign a fake ass name on a piece of notebook paper and they hand over
M60.
like a fucking M60.
That's fucking great.
It's so heavy, it's got feet on the front.
He
You can
walks
just
in
shoot
and
that
signs
thing.
a fake name, but they get in this fucking building. I had to give up my driver's
Yeah, I know,
license.
exactly.
A fucking blood sample.
Dude, Vegas, they do not care.
Yeah, I went hunting one time with my grandma. Like, we didn't, like, shoot.
Your grandma?
I mean, not my grandpa. Like, we didn't shoot anything. But it was just so boring. Like, the gun was cool and everything, but I thought it would be like Halo, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the deer's over there, die, motherfucker.
I've gone hunt. It is fucking boring, man. Especially
you sit there for hours, right? Wait for someone to come by.
I'm going to talk.
Where were you hunting in Brooklyn?
No, this was upstate. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you went upstate. But, you'd go out there, and I'm a talker. And they'd be like, shut the... I think the next time, they didn't even ask me to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy don't fucking shut up.
So do you sit up in one of those
You fucking
deer
hide. They got
blinds or whatever?
camouflage over you, and they're laying down, and... they're bringing enough coffee, like, to drink coffee for, like, a week. You know
I know,
what I'm
they
saying?
act like they're going
and I'm
to
drinking
war
coffee,
and
and I'm like, like, shut up.
And what I don't get about hunting is they're all camouflage head to toe, except now we got that law where they got to wear that big fucking bright
vest,
orange blazer thing.
That's so you don't get shot by another hunter.
I know, but you don't think the deer can see that shit too? What's the point of blending in with your environment if you got to wear this big traffic cone
That's one
on
of the
your way?
risks, you might get shot.
And the guy's
Yeah.
father that I went with, he was up there every weekend building what you call the blind. Like you said, like a little fucking shack that they covered in leaves and shit, and you would sit in that shack. But it was like, the first time you went, like, hunting, like you said, gonna shoot guns, gonna kill things, gonna do things, And you get up there, and basically I was told to shut up for 8 hours, and you sit in this fucking tent. They don't even want you to walk around. I was like, nah, that ain't for me.
Yeah, we just got to save up our money so we can hunt people, Like, here you can do that, and that's got to be exciting.
Because that is the ultimate game, as they say in all those movies.
I think that is a movie.
It's been a ton of movies, dude.
Yeah,
When
75.
I was coming back from Colorado when I went snowboarding, and I was on the bus to the airport. They run this bus out to the suburbs or whatever, and it was 6 in the morning. I'd stopped and gotten because I always eat yogurt and banana and granola and shit in the morning. So I had a yogurt and a banana. I realized I had nothing to eat the yogurt with, right? So I improvised. And while improvising, the person in the seat across from me was looking at me like I was a psychopath because I was dipping the banana down into the yogurt and licking it off. And I was so tired and slightly hungover.
He wasn't thinking you were crazy, my friend.
He was gay.
Yeah.
Was he filming it on his fucking iPhone?
Dude, I'm surprised that shit is not on YouTube
It
right
probably
now.
is.
Hold on, you are on a plane now, and you're
No, I'm on a bus.
Okay, but still, you're licking.
I'm
yogurt
dipping
off
the
a
banana, the full long banana, down into the yogurt and licking it off.
I wish we could see the side of your brain that pitches gay and not gay.
And I got to tell you, the second that I realized what I was doing, I was like, "Oh, that was a little gay."
And the fucked up thing
keep
was
doing it I'm still hungry.
but you were shirtless too, which was kind of fucked up.
The worst would have been if you started going with your finger and looking at people,
Right.
Fucking giving you I'll swallow you fucking look.
Well, I was wearing a leather collar actually in those shirts. Yeah, it was a little gay moment, I have to say.
It's all right, dude.
We should probably do a commercial, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should do a commercial. The website for the show, lazlow.com, you can actually download previous episodes of the show. You can get all the shows on a DVD. There's T-shirts and horse shit there. This is episode 41. And we'll be back. Are you going to hang out with us a little bit? Do you have anywhere to go, Dustin?
I have nowhere to go, man.
Oh, it's good that it's a Saturday night and you're a comic and you got no stand-up to do.
Yes, I am a wonder of the city.
Career's going awesome.
Exactly. I'm gonna be at San Jose next week at the Improv, Thursday through Sunday.
San Jose?
Yep, San Jose, California.
Okay. Excellent.
Should be fun.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
Okay.
Saturday Night Virus.
Yeah, there we go. Lazlow Show, episode 41. Yeah, the last 3 shows that we've done out of the Opie and Anthony studios had a few issues. Had a few technological issues.
I think we had to loop a song for the first 6 minutes of the last show, didn't we?
So this is episode 41. Dustin, Ybarra, I have to keep looking at this paper because that's a weird name.
It is. It's Spanish or Mexican. It's pronounced like Ybarra or something, but I don't even know how to pronounce it, man.
They're pretty angry in Texas about the illegal immigrants. Like, they sort of camp up in lawn chairs.
Dude, you know what? It's like, I don't really understand that because it seems like Mexicans and white people get along so well back home. You know what I'm saying? It's like the white people love the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like cheap labor and shit. You know, like they're like all about it.
Right, like here's $5, mow my lawn.
Exactly. Build me a fortress with this cement, this shovel.
Dude, my buddy in Scotland is planning his 40th birthday party, and he's asking me if I want to come over. He's going to mimic what Freddie Mercury did for his. I know it sounds like it's going to be some kind of Wayne gay sex fantasy.
Stick his dick through a hole in the bathroom stall?
Evidently when Freddie Mercury turned 40, he threw a huge party and had dwarves walking around with trays of cocaine, and you would lean over and snort lines off these silver trays. I was like, I am fucking in.
When was that? The 80s? 70s?
It must have been, but dude,
had to be,
he's gonna do it, dude. If you've got midgets serving you blow, that is the greatest party of all time.
Dwarves have the best jobs, man.
When's the last time you snorted something?
Oh, dude, it's been 95.
So you think if all of a sudden you were at a party and it was over to you would throw your nose down?
I don't know. I'm a little scared.
What if it was a midget offering you?
No,
but then you got to do it.
You got to. You can't say no to a midget.
It's a story, man.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Really?
I got too much. Yeah.
Dude, hold on a second. You pop fucking Vicodins, Percocets.
I had a whole. You didn't know me when I did cocaine. I wasn't a nice person.
Yeah. Really?
No one is. I don't think no one is.
Cocaine does turn you into an asshole.
You know. You become criminally oriented if you have that dependency on it, and.
Yeah. But you gotta take advantage of the little person.
I couldn't no
Dude,
more.
I would like whip his pants down to a line off his
I gotta
ass.
tell you, if I did so much cocaine, I did so much cocaine in my day that if I stay up all night tonight and break night, as they say, and see the sun come up, I feel fucking weird in the morning, like I was on one of my cocaine-induced fucking binges.
Oh man.
Yeah,
well,
I can't break night, man.
Freebased.
Yeah, I freebased. I can't break night, man. I have to be in a room and fucking the lights out, and I can walk out and see the sun up, but I cannot stay up all night.
I think
freaky.
you came to my school one time.
He scared you straight, right?
I came to my school one time.
Yeah, I think that happened.
Yeah, what is freebasing? Is that like crack? What the hell is that?
It's a similar form of crack. What it is you're taking the cocaine and kind of you're bringing it back to pure percentage, because when you buy cocaine, it's stepped on.
Mm-hmm.
So it means there's something else added to it. So you're doing is you're burning away that, and you're just bringing back the purest part of the cocaine. Now, after you bring it back, you have two choices. One, you can bring it back into a liquid form and inject it, speed, or you can fucking smoke it. Yeah, I've done both, yes. Speedball with heroin and cocaine, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How were you alive?
Yeah. Actually, I got to tell you, one of my best times is I got high. I had a friend that worked in a 24-hour, convenience store. But it had the glass, say, partition.
Romantic moments with Big Wayne.
He worked in this store and had a glass partition so that when you came in to buy shit, the whole store was free. You could help yourself, but to pay for stuff, you put it underneath like a token booth thing, You put your money under, you got the change fucking back. And yeah, if you're thinking you could run out of the store and steal, we could lock the doors behind you and keep you locked in the fucking store if you wanted to steal, so you couldn't really steal. But what we would do is we would take the money out of the fucking register and call a taxi cab. And he would bring us to the spot in Brooklyn and then bring us back to the store. And when we were gone, we would just lock up the store and then come back. And we would be fucking shooting up in the back of this fucking store. And people would come in and buy shit. And you'd be like, I don't know if you ever shot anything, but pretty much you're high the second the needle goes in your arm.
Oh,
you are fucking high. There's no wait. It's just like, let's wait for this acid. It kicks in 15 minutes. No. You're fucking high instantly as soon as it's in the bloodstream.
Whoa. Yeah. We're taking a lot in now.
That wasn't romantic at all.
Yeah. Wasn't romantic.
And then when did you kiss your friend?
I didn't kiss my friend.
So wait, you were shooting heroin in
a convenience store. Yeah. A crazy ass chick that turned. I'm saying, I didn't know anything about fucking how to actually shoot yourself up or anything like that. So there was a girl that was, I want to say, about 5 or 6 years younger than me that was a junkie, and the first time I did it, she loaded up the syringe, put the fucking little rubber thing on your arm, a tourniquet, and fucking shot me up. And the minute that tourniquet got let go, I was as fucking stoned as could be.
Oh, I hate when people like do drugs in the bathroom. One time, like in Dallas, I had to take a shit so bad, and I was in line, and there were these two girls in front of me, complete coke whores, man. They were in there doing drugs, and I had to go like so bad, and they were in there, and I knock on the door. They're like, "Leave us alone. We're in there first."
Leave us alone.
Like, I actually have to use that restroom.
But I will say that to this day, I don't think I could watch. I couldn't sit here and watch you shoot up, though, because, I mean, I hung out with so many people that shot up, and I never got to this point of having to worry about where you shot it into the arm that someone would, or your leg, where someone would see it and see the bruising and the track marks. But I had friends that were so deep into it that they had to shoot themselves underneath the fucking tongue, in the armpit, between the toes, because you run out of spots. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you fucking a dope addict. You make that area so sore and bruised, you got to keep shooting in a different area. Your groin. Yeah, Reed's looking. It's like, what the? I couldn't sit here, right? Because it's disturbing. You know what I'm saying? Even though you've done it, I couldn't sit here and watch someone do
I've
that
suddenly landed in a Spike Lee movie.
This is Leaving Las Vegas starring Nick Cage right now, dude. Like, this is a dark, dark show.
Yeah, it really is a
dead
dark.
people in India. We got him shooting heroin into his toes.
I didn't do my toes. I always did my forearms.
That bar, I used to always go to that bar in Island Park that our buddy Nick owned, and there was this guy that sort of we were in their party, and this guy sort of went and hid behind this half wall. And he's back there with a fucking needle in his arm, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of place am I in? And he was a diabetic.
Oh, so it was insulin?
So it was insulin. I was like, dude, go do that shit in the bathroom. I mean, don't just go shoot up out in public.
Maybe it was insulin mixed with a little bit of heroin. Like he was diabetic and like heroin.
866-969-1969 is the phone number. We should. Did you send me this Billy Bob audio?
Yeah.
Did you play the Billy Bob audio on the show there, Danny?
Of course we did.
God damn it! It's been 2 months. Well, of him all fucked up.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about him giving an attitude to that reporter? In that interview? Yeah, we got to it.
God, what a cock he is, dude.
Yeah.
He's such an. I mean, it's like when you're a celebrity and you're doing interviews. You should be nice to the media because they're gonna, they have your career in their fucking hands.
Oh yeah, it's like what's Joaquin Phoenix, man? Whenever he did Letterman, everyone tore into him after that. He was done, dude.
Yeah,
did love that. You think that's a stunt that guy's doing? Have you heard?
I've heard that it's like Andy Kaufman, like he's trying to do the whole Andy Kaufman thing. I don't know.
He's got a rap career going. Have you seen the footage of him performing rap, dude? It's bad.
But see, I think Billy Bob was fucked up because at the beginning you saw the way he was sort of staring at the ceiling. He looked fucked up.
He said, I don't know if I believe him, but he said afterwards that he was just shutting the person out because they had an agreement beforehand that the journalist wasn't allowed to say that he was an actor.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I'm so tired of celebrities who want to be rock stars and then they're like, Joe, don't talk about my acting. It's just like, and I never understood why people thought he was a decent actor to begin with.
I know.
He was good. He was like, I reckon. He was, doing that fucking, I got to, little peckers in it. They were doing that shit was all right. But like every other movie I saw him in, I was like, this guy's terrible.
I know. And then he's getting to bang Halle Berry and stuff.
I do not get it.
I don't know. Well, he said he was pissed off that the journalist mentioned that he was an actor, and so he just froze the guy out because he was such a dick.
Well, but listen to this one.
Come on.
He's the one that sounds like the dick.
He is.
I mean, you guys formed, Billy Bob, you guys formed only in the last couple of years, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How so?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, when did the band form?
I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, well, when did you guys first start playing together?
We started about 2 years ago.
So the other guys
got to jump in. How do they put up with that shit? How can you? Because they know the band's only famous because Billy Bob's in it.
The only celebrity I think who sort of went on to do the band thing that I thought was pretty decent, and now her name has left me, Juliette Lewis. Her music's pretty decent.
What about 30 Seconds to Mars? You like 30 Seconds to Mars?
I don't even know.
I like him.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Leto.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I like 30 Seconds to Mars. They're pretty good.
And then they're asking him, he's on tour with Willie Nelson.
What do you learn from Willie Nelson, Billy Bob?
I've never met him.
Are you being ironic or are you being serious?
I don't really know him.
You've never met Willie Nelson?
Well, I said hello to him once. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Oh. You guys don't really hang out on tour. You don't know what I mean.
No.
Why do I get the impression that you're going to answer with you don't know what I mean if I ask you things? So how is it that did Willie choose you guys to come on tour with him?
Shit, I don't know.
Right.
This poor guy doing the interview.
I know.
He's just trying to say
I kind of like it. I kind of like it, man. Nah, just fucking with him, man.
He's fucking with him, but why do you even come on the radio show if you're just going to sit there like a
But
dick?
it's like, I think Laz said something. They had an agreement before they went on air, and then the guy said something.
Yes, but dude, it's journalism. You can't have an agreement with a journalist that he's not going to say something or not ask something.
When you
That's not
intro,
journalism.
because like later on, he was just saying, dude, I'm just giving context. I was saying, here are the members of the band. This one is a Grammy nominated or a whatever award nominated and so then he throws a dude. It's like these people, they're fucking tantrums.
I know. It's like interviewing Dog Star and not mentioning that Keanu Reeves was in Speed. It's like, oh, he's just their unknown bass player, Keanu Reeves. It's like,
he made it through music.
Did when you have a subscription to an adult magazine, it always comes in that black. Playboy comes like that, and there's always this piece of paper that's on top of the magazine that's like an ad. And it's for knives with shit engraved in the side of it and manly things. But I don't know if it's the economy or what. But my last issue of Playboy had the power of faith cross and dog tag. Whoa! This came with Playboy, and it's a cross. It's a dog tag. But instead of it saying your name, it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And then there's a little cross off to the side. And what a weird target market of a guy's like, I really like looking at boobs and vaginas. And
yeah, everything's kind of meshing together right now with the gay Christians and the Playboy. They're putting in, a religious tract inside the magazine.
Maybe they think you're going to open that up and feel guilty about you looking at some boobs.
That's a good idea.
Did you feel a little guilty when you...
Hell no. Hell no.
I gotta say, I don't know if you order a nude magazine and it comes to you, them sending that little... How many people do you think really read that piece right there?
Well, dude, it's the first thing you see when you
I don't know. I rip open the plastic and get right to the pitches.
Dude, I got an advertisement because I've run some half marathons and stuff like that. I got this promotional thing in the mail for the Reggae Marathon. It's a half marathon in
what do you smoke a spliff every quarter mile?
In Kingston. Kingston, dude. When Wayne and I go to the south coast of Jamaica, the people there are scared as fuck
to go to Kingston. The minute you mention it, they're like, Kingston? No. It's like another country, man.
Even Jamaicans won't go to Kingston.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude,
damn.
Motherfuckers get shot to pieces.
Really?
Oh, dude, it is poor as fuck. In fact, we got some hate mail from a guy, Ricardo in Brazil, said that, I hear you guys talking about the dude that posted the show on BitTorrent. That was a shitty thing to do. I'm going to buy a box set. But you guys talk over and over about getting high and smoking dope. So buying drugs is fine, but pirating stuff isn't. You know how many people get whacked and died due to the drug wars in my country? You live in the third world. Yeah. That's part of the fucking game.
Exactly. Yeah, you think drugs is all they get killed for? They get killed for food, Nintendos and shit.
You know where the money to buy weapons and form organized crimes in South America comes from? I guess it comes from drugs. Do you know? Do you think you're doing good for Jamaica when you go down there and buy shitloads of weed? Yeah.
Yeah, you're helping the economy, man.
Yeah, we buy it from this guy.
We're actually buying it from someone we know that night is enjoying a good meal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Am I right? And maybe buying something. Yeah. Well, not that he grew it.
Okay. But you buy weed from guys down there, and later on you'll see him at a bar, enjoying some drinks, having some food, spending your money.
He's not going to spend it on drugs,
No, he don't have to. He's got the drugs.
Exactly, man.
Jamaica has the third highest murder rate in the world, all thanks to the drug war. No, I'm sorry. They've got a horrible murder rate down there because motherfuckers are poor.
Yeah.
It's poverty that, like that guy we were talking to, the poor man always turned to the gun, he said. And then we got high with him. And also some guys in the Australian Army wanted us to give a shout out to all the Australian soldiers serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. I was unaware that Australia had an army.
They got 4 advisors.
Didn't Britain pull out of that motherfucker the other day? I think
they did.
It's us and Australia.
Australia's trying to just keep it out. They're trying to prove they're more ballsy than us, man. We're gonna
it's like us, Australia, and like American Samoa or something. Have you seen the list of the people that we sent troops in there?
I know. The coalition of the willing.
It's like Finland got one dude there. It's true, yeah, the coalition of the willing.
I did see something like that.
We're like 99.99.
That's what I love, man. These people are like protesting, these taxes and everything. And by the way, most of the people protesting are people that are getting a tax break. They're protesting. You're going to give tax rich people more. Boo! It's like you make $40,000 a year. Yeah, boo! You're actually going to pay less taxes.
No, but still.
Boo! But they're all been always about that shit. But like, we got men and women fucking getting shot to pieces over in that motherfucker for years now.
Yeah.
Dude, they've been back. It's like we've been in Iraq since like 1982 or some shit.
People forget about shit so easily.
Dude,
it's like everyone in America has ADD.
Dude, we invaded that country when Different Strokes was still on the air. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Let's just wrap it up. Let's go.
Yeah, you know how much that war costs? You want to throw some tea into the ocean, dude?
Right.
Roll over there.
And we borrowed all that fucking money from the Chinese. Our good friend Wall Street Pro is still destroying shit on his website. I love that fucking guy. Dude, I saw this infomercial for golfers. Speaking of golfers, golfers are constantly drinking while they're playing golf, and they go off into the bushes and piss. So there's now a special device that you can piss in.
Are you ready to lose weight by walking?
Oh, that's the wrong one.
I'm interested in that one, though, whatever that was.
Yeah, are you ready to lose weight by walking?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why do you have that recorded, dude? I was like,
that's typically how you lose weight. Sure. Are you ready to lose weight by exercising?
No,
I was sort of hoping to lose weight by sitting on my fat ass and playing Gears of War.
Are you ready to lose weight by walking, talking, sitting, sleeping, or...
Who'd ever think I could...
Wait, you can lose weight by sleeping. You throw up on the bed next to you like this.
Exactly, man.
By walking, talking, sitting, sleeping, or...
Who'd ever think I could lose weight while watching TV?
Do you believe we're losing weight just by talking on the phone?
I even lose weight during my everyday chores.
Introducing Slim Suit. Just put it on to take weight off.
So what this is, it looks like an aluminum spacesuit that you wear, like a full body sort of tracksuit that you wear. And it shows people like at the grocery store looking like they're out of a shitty sci-fi movie from the 60s.
Oh, look, it's the Coneheads up in produce aisle.
Doors.
Introducing Slim Suit. Just put it on to take weight off. It's that easy. And
you'll notice that you're extremely dehydrated when you take it off because you sweat like a bitch.
Weight off. It's that easy. And it works as active or relaxed as you want to be. It's sweeping the country.
6 hours ago, I was absolutely panicked because this dress was too tight. So I knew to wear my swimsuit while I went shopping, exercised the dog, and did my gardening. And now my dress fits perfectly.
It's simple. The more active you are, the more swimsuit works for you.
Swimsuit works. I lose weight every time I wear it.
People who wear swimsuit lose weight. Its special fabric means temporary weight and inch loss. Or follow our Pounds Off program for incredible results.
Fantastic. Thanks to Swimsuit, I actually lost weight while sleeping.
We are the laziest culture in the fucking world. That shit sold, too.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It's a joke on fat people, I think. Let's see if the fat asses will dress up as astronauts. Yeah, I like how it said it works better when you're active. It's like, no shit, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't believe the claims of anything with a product that has a soundtrack that shitty on the...
Dude, that's one of those daytime TV commercials.
Yeah,
Daytime
exactly.
TV knows you're a loser, man.
You know what? Everything is about debt collectors on your back. You ever watch daytime TV? It's like they got you knocking at your door, the bill collectors.
Dude, that's all all that's advertising.
Yeah.
If you listen to XM Sirius Radio, the only people with money right now are these services like, are you drowning in debt? We eliminate your debt. It's like, what do you do? Roll into the bank and shoot him in the head and say, you leave Lazlow alone, motherfucker.
We'll buy your gold.
There's that one
the
too.
other one that I like.
Melt down your rings and jewelry.
Right. Like, really, I'm watching Cartoon Network at 3 a.m. in the morning, bro. I don't got any fucking gold.
Oh, that was the other one during the day. The other one is basically, you're too fat to walk, so we're going to sell you one of these scooter things, and insurance will pay for it.
I know. I love how they get, or taxpayers, they're just like, oh, we'll get Medicare to pay for it. It's like, why do I got to pay my tax dollars going to this dumb fuck because they don't want to walk. You know,
taking it to the Grand Canyon and shit.
That is the demographic of the person watching the daytime TV show. They're running away from a debt collector on a scooter that Medicare paid for. That is who is home during the day.
Dude, old people have the coolest like gadgets and shit,
Dude,
man.
they do.
Like the extender claw arm thing. And I don't want to bend over. I should be able to get one of those too.
That's the thing. One of those scooters comes with one of those free extender claws. Have you seen that shit? Yeah.
How close to death would you like to be?
Right, it's just some old woman not just sitting there getting something off a shelf with a claw.
I want to get a life alert, man. I would like.
Ooh, really?
Oh yeah, I'd abuse it. I'd be like, "Help! I've fallen. I can't get up. Stop by Applebee's now." Hurry.
Oh man,
dude, and there's all that debt consolidation stuff. It's great. They're like, you don't have to pay back all your credit cards. It's like, what kind of responsibility are we really teaching people that you can run your credit cards up to a motherfucker and then you call these other people and they go give like Visa a beat down?
Yeah, what happens? How does that work?
And I also like the commercial.
I've been down the line. I know how it works.
Of course. Here we go.
Here we go.
Basically, the debt collector negotiates a deal with a credit card company for you to do a buyout, to pay like maybe two-thirds to one-third of what you actually spent. So if you owe $3,000, they might negotiate for you to pay something like between, I'm going to say, $1,000 and $1,500.
See, why can't we just call them up ourselves and be?
You actually can. I got to tell you, but in Lazlow, it's for years, dude, I had credit cards chasing me. I got to the point where I don't answer my phone today, and my credit is actually fucking good for 5 or 6 years. Hell no. He goes like, I still to this day.
I know. I called you every day since last Tuesday.
No, you called me one night, and you asked me what my schedule. I save every message, dude. One night, you called and said, "What's my schedule?" And I said, "I'll get back to Lazlow." And then I was going to call you 2 nights ago, but that's when the drinking involved.
It's nice to have no job, isn't it?
No, dude, I have things I have to do.
Mm-hmm. What's your schedule like? That's why we got to get you on Twitter, dude. I got to know what you're doing at all hours of the day. You're watching a Food Network documentary.
I've been unemployed now 5 months, and from day one, I made a thing in my head that I can only spend so much time on the computer. Right. So I only give myself like 2 or 3 hours. Well, so you'll just fucking masturbate, for 8-9 hours.
I saw.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
My wife left. I can masturbate. My wife's back home. I better put my shit away.
How many times a day? When I was at home all day, sometimes 3, 4.
3, but like 3, you're dry. You're like shooting.
Dust is coming out your dick.
Yeah.
Don't you got to spend longer and longer time searching for something that turns you on?
Yeah.
Online?
Yes.
Well, that's when you go gay. Pretty much. It's the only thing that's going to shock you anymore.
Never gone gay, Reed. Gotta tell you, I ain't going gay till I go to jail.
Man, I'm so pumped. I figured out how to like watch porn on my roommate's computer, like without him seeing. Because in Firefox, you don't have to do a complete clear history. You can just delete like the YouPorn site. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I do it every day.
I didn't know that. That was because what I'd been doing is I had to write all the shit down, like all the websites he's been to, then look at the porn, then clear the history, and then throw into all of them. Yeah, go to MySpace.
Shit, that's too much work.
Go to WFA, all these bullshit websites.
Holy shit!
You can just Safari has private browsing, which doesn't record the history. You got to download Safari.
You just whenever you're on a computer somewhere, you just click private browsing. It doesn't record anything that you do.
No password, no nothing. We're gonna save you some time here, Dustin.
Off so much more, guys.
Until your 70-year-old roommate comes home.
Twitter is such everybody is so hot on Twitter right now, and it's like everything else, something new is going to come along.
Yeah.
And then it's going to. I mean, who the fuck MySpace is anymore? You know what I mean?
No. Bands.
There was a great spoof on Twitter on the internet. It was like a cartoon.
Just got to work. Sitting in my chair now. Anyone know any good apps for my iPhone?
Then that's the shit that people were fucking sending out. They get to work and it's just like, oh, thanks for the banality.
Apps for my iPhone?
Craig, what are you doing?
I'm twittering. Did you get my tweets? I just tweeted all over the place.
Uh-huh. What's Twitter?
It's the latest social networking micro bloggy thingy.
Yeah. Where are you taking me?
Into the Twitter sphere!
You got to look this cartoon up. It's hysterical. They go in the Twitter sphere, and there's just all these sort of people floating and going, I like hot dogs, and just like saying all this stuff.
Whoa. What is this place?
It's a magical world! With Twitter, you can tell everyone what you're doing or thinking at all times, no matter how trivial, mundane, or embarrassing.
Watching TV with my cat.
I forgot how much I like pickles.
At the free clinic. Uh-oh.
Who are they talking to?
No one and everyone.
Darren, this is how our generation communicates now. With detached, bite-sized, yippity-yap.
It goes off, but it was pretty hysterical.
Pretty sweet.
But Laz, because Laz, you've been in the computers for a long time. When you first got into a computer, what was like the first? It was just chat rooms or instant message. What was that?
Dude, you don't understand how far I go back with computers.
That's what I want. I want to know. Were you turned on to something like that? That type of networking when you first got? Was that like a thrill for you to be able to communicate with a guy in Alaska? He might have been your neighbor down the street, but he was just saying he was in Alaska.
We dialed into BBSs in Kansas. The computer did not have the first computers that we had did not have a screen. It had a printout. And so you would type in the command and it would send back. It would send the communication over the network and send it back, and it would print out the next screen for you on paper.
This is a Matthew Broderick movie from the early 80s,
Project,
dude.
No, it was just on the other day. It was just on the other day.
War Games.
Oh, War Games. I'm sorry. I got another one with Matthew Broderick.
It was, this is late 70s. And then the early 80s, I got a TRS-80 niggy. And, yeah, boy. And
but that was a big thing for you back then. I mean, that you could actually communicate.
Also dial into people's BBSs, and we'd play, online games and leave messages for each other. The thing that sucked, though, is only one person could connect at a time, so you kept calling with your computer and getting a busy signal.
Was that the shit where you had the box and you basically had to take the rotary dial phone off the cradle and you laid the handset
you laid it in the coupler,
on
the handset into the coupler, and you would load programs off a cassette, motherfucker.
I do remember that
cassette.
We're
You're too young to remember this shit
now, dude.
He's even looking at you right now.
Yeah.
Cassette or what?
I'm trying to compare this. Yeah, Nintendo 64s. You guys remember those, right? They're pretty ancient.
And you'd get magazines that would have code printed in it, and you would sit there and type the motherfucking code in line by line. You would do that for 4 hours and hit run, and a little red square would do a little pattern on the screen. You're like, yeah, motherfucker! Yeah! Who's the fucking hacker now?
I remember that.
I love it.
I remember that.
So they're typing basic.
You ever have a VIC-20?
No, I didn't. But I did like going into the computer store and writing 10, go fuck yourself, 20, go to 10.
Run.
And then run, and then it would be printing that on the screen. You then you run there was a programming language called BASIC. You see, and which
we were taught in 5th grade. Because it was like the wave of the future.
Yeah, it was going to be the wave of the future.
And that was exactly it. That's the only thing you could do with it was type an obscene message that would repeat.
Yeah,
over and
they
over
were
again.
like, if you don't learn computer programming, you are fucked.
See, in my school, we had computers and stuff, but we just played Oregon Trail all day and shit. We didn't actually learn about the computer itself.
Right.
We need to do a commercial break, don't we, Danny? Like 1 or 2? 1? All right. This is episode 41 of the Lazlow Show. Going to wrap things up in just a little bit. The website, lazlow.com. If you've missed part of the show and you want to catch up on it, we'll be posting it tomorrow or Monday. It'll be up there in its entirety in MP3 form, and there's some older shows on there you can listen to as well. But we'll be right back with Dustin Ybarra.
Yep, Dustin Ybarra in the house getting shit-faced with the Lazlow.
This is episode 41 of The Lazlow Show.
Saturday night and I'm feeling kind of sporty. Went to the bar, caught me a 40.
Saturday night. The Saturday Night Virus.
Yeah. Lazlow Show, episode 41. Shit's flying by, dude.
It's over.
Talk about a little bit of drug abuse and ass rape, and 3 hours go by. It's like I've blacked out. Thrown up on Dustin's fucking bed. Dude, we were talking about how old people have the greatest technology. Reed found this story earlier about how they're putting satellite navigation units on shopping carts for old people so that they can find their way around the shopping or around the grocery store. Scientists are working on a device which works like a car navigation system to help elderly shoppers baffled by changing layouts in aisles. Here's the thing about GPS and old people. You think it's a brilliant idea, but GPSs are fucked. Like, a lot of times they'll tell you to do a U-turn on the highway, And so this talking box tells Grandpa, like, turn around. He's like, all right, and he's fucking turns around and he's in oncoming traffic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're so baffled by a simple layout of aisles in a building, you're really going to be able to manage this whole GPS navigation thing that some younger people can't even figure out?
Yeah, dude, listen, if you can't sort out the grocery store, you shouldn't be fucking driving in the first place.
Exactly, man.
But is this really a problem? Are old people just getting stranded in the grocery store and walking around?
I guess they're just getting lost. Like, help me go home.
That's a whole fucking thing in the supermarket. They change the aisles every couple months because it keeps you in the fucking store longer. The longer you're in the store, the more you're going to spend.
You know what? That makes sense.
There are only 7 aisles in the supermarket. How many you have to walk
you're
down
in
until
Manhattan.
you... Yeah, I am in Manhattan.
Fucking supermarkets have 26 aisles.
Yeah, man. You go to a Walmart, it's like a stadium, man.
Are you kidding me?
All right, settle down, everyone.
Fucking Yankee motherfucker.
Shut it. Dude, your 7-aisle fucking supermarket is a delicatessen to us. All right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Dude, whatever. What happened to you, Reed? You're from Virginia, man.
I know.
You forgot it all.
I forgot, dude. I forgot my roots.
866
I disgraced my people.
969.
That 1 week you come in and peanut butter's in aisle 3?
Don't.
I can't hear you.
Turn your headphones up.
Why are you standing?
Because he's
It's
had
more
6 beers and he's going to piss right in the place that the Iron Sheik did.
And my balls are a little sweaty from sitting.
Jesus.
866-969-1969. 866-969-1969 is the phone number if you want to call in.
And ask about Wayne's balls.
Right, exactly. Jesus. Dude, have you seen all this shit about how they're going to give stress tests at banks? Like, what the fuck is that? Is that like when they, like an old person or somebody, you get a physical, you get a stress test?
That's the shit when you go through Grand Central. It's the Scientologists try to give you that. Have you ever seen that shit?
That's right. That is the stress test.
Yeah.
Dude, the Scientologists done took over the banks.
That's what's happening right there.
Do you remember, I was talking to a friend about this. Do you remember when Alan Greenspan, this fool who's into like Ayn Rand and all that objectivist horse shit, freaky UFO nonsense that they believe in, where it's somehow you're a noble human being if you tell poor people to go fuck themselves, set up this whole thing like he was a hero through Bush 1, a hero through Clinton, a hero through Bush 2, and then all of his shit came crashing down like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That whole, like, let's deregulate. Let companies regulate themselves. Like, well, that works real well with things, like teenagers. Just like, yo, regulate yourselves. And then they got fucking needles in their arm. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta regulate, motherfuckers, or they will go crazy and steal my 401k. Dude, I get my 401k fucking statements. It is bullshit. Like dust. I got
fucking tumbleweed comes out of the envelope.
It is terrible, I've never seen wealth evaporate so fast, dude.
Shit's down like 50%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get a 401k. I knew they weren't bad news.
What kind of 401k does a fucking comedian have anyway?
Dude, I don't even fucking know what a 401k is, man. It sounds cool though. It sounds like a workout machine or something.
We got to get to this how to piss on the golf course business.
Drank a lot of water. I really have to go. People are waiting to tee off. There's no restroom out here.
Has this happened to you? I've got the perfect gift. Introducing...
Yeah, it's called The Bushes. You're a man. Whip out your junk and be a man. I don't understand what the problem is.
There's no restroom out here.
Has this happened to you? I've got the perfect gift. Introducing the Euro Club, the discreet sanitary solution for your urgent relief. It looks like an ordinary golf club, but contains a reservoir built into the grip to relieve yourself. The Euro Club comes with a towel and appears that you are just checking out your club. Leak-proof, easy to clean, and no embarrassing moments. Order now for just $49.95. The Euro Club, the only club in your bag guaranteed to keep you out of the woods.
Also, the urine bad. When you're at softball practice and you have to piss, the urine bad.
Well, no embarrassing moments, except you're pissing in a tube and you're going to be carrying around your piss for the rest of the day.
Right, carrying your urine around.
Yeah,
that was the worst thing about that drug test. He sent me into the bathroom.
Oh man.
To pee, and then I'm walking through the office. Hey, how's it going? It's got my urine in my hand. Just cruising around with a little bit of piss.
That cup's all warm.
Oh.
She's a Gatorade bottle like everyone else.
Well,
dude,
you know what? You know what they do is there's a thing on the side.
There is.
That checks the temperature.
Yeah.
To make sure that I didn't borrow some pee.
No shit.
Yeah. Yep. It has to be in the 90s.
Yep.
The urine. It does. I'm telling you, there's a little.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I know you.
I actually may have to do a pee test this week, Les. The job I'm going to go for has a pee test.
Dude, you're going to fail.
I'm going to drink the Gold Seal the day before.
They test for that now too. By the way,
what's the Gold Seal?
Gold Seal is what cleans you out.
I hear if they do a hair test though, like that goes back.
Dude, he's
like
bald.
3 months. Well, they can,
Yeah, but you're gonna snip off your beard, dude.
Well, we'll see what happens, man. Hey.
Who do you have to do a
I'm
drug
sure
test
that will
for?
go on my permanent record if it comes back positive.
What's funny is
What
there
is
are
this,
probably flakes of weed in that.
Your
beer.
permanent record. What is this, a Van Halen video? What the fuck are you talking about?
There is a permanent record, I found out.
No way.
Yeah.
Like
Kept
from-
where?
Dude, your permanent record has got, like,
Your permanent record
the
is...
trains you robbed,
Do you
stealing.
know the first thing that unemployment asked me to go and do before I go on an interview? To go on Google and search my name. And go, because they say employees no longer pay anyone to do a background check. They got access to a computer. They just dial your fucking name in a couple fucking sites, see if it comes up, and then they see what kind of activity. You got a MySpace page and you're showing yourself all fucking shooting up. You think you're getting a job?
Oh, I got to tell you, dude, people have shit on their blogs. It's like we get, we put a posting up and there's a million resumes that come in, and it's like you look at one and you're like, oh, they look pretty decent. You Google their name and it's them flashing their tits at a fucking,
But dude,
truck stop.
You know what you think about the permanent record? I mean, I think I'm just saying that as like we all think there's someone that actually has this record. I'm just saying that your life has left a footprint, you know what I'm saying, throughout schooling, jobs. Just think about that little girl who took a picture of herself naked and sent it. I think she was 17 or 15 years old, took a picture of herself, sent it to a guy. Now she's being brought up on pornography charges, child pornography charges. She's only a child herself.
Yeah, dude.
They're saying this is not. She's not getting into no fucking college. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it's
because
almost
one stupid fucking thing you did as a little kid.
It's almost like everything you do now is just tracked, and like you could never really get away from them looking into your lives and tracking you on your cell phone.
It's the iPhone.
YouTube. Reading your email.
And I don't doubt that if I came up dirty on a P test, that shit is going to be fucking known.
The government created Twitter. They want to know
Maybe,
where you are
maybe.
every minute of every day. What are you twattering about? You twat.
I haven't played the evil music in a while.
See, someone should have made that site Twatter, not
Twatter,
Twitter.
yeah. Just call it Twatter.
It is.
Twat
It's a
in
bunch of
Twitter.
twats cunting about.
Yeah, let's twatter
Call it
about
cunty. Did you ever see that website? The clips of OJ. OJ used to have a relaxation program. Did you ever see that, Danny?
Oh, man.
What did he do then?
Jesus.
It's dude. Knowing now what a fucking homicidal maniac he is, to hear him talking about breathing exercises before you cut a bitch.
Now, most of us spend 8 or 10 hours right here at work, in an office, behind a desk. Now, anytime you get a little stressed out, calm yourself by taking a few deep breaths.
And then cut a bitch in the throat. Works for me.
Calm yourself by taking a few deep breaths. Just lock those fingers, push them out there, keep your back straight if you can. Oh, yes. Feel pretty good, doesn't it? How about some chest contractions?
Because she's going to be getting some chest contractions when I stick a fucking knife in it. Chest contractions.
How about some chest contractions? Take your arms, interlock them. Now, you don't want to squeeze your arms down. Just push that chest out there, all right? Oh, yeah, like that, okay?
Just like he's fucking somebody from behind. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
This is the beginning of OJ's snuff film.
Yeah.
Perhaps the best source of dietary fiber is legumes.
Oh,
Who
man.
taught him legumes? That dumb motherfucker don't know what a legume is.
I want that as my ringtone, dude.
One of my favorite movies was The Blue Lagoon.
So dietary fiber is legumes. Now, those are beans and peas for you guys who slept through your biology class. When I'm a little angry or have a little too much stress, I have a little trick. I sit down, take some deep breaths.
And eat some beans? Where the fuck is he? Steak, whenever I'm a little stressed, I like to have some hummus.
I ran out of
Too much stress. I have a little trick. I sit down, take some deep breaths, and I think of Mount St. Helen.
Wait, hold on. You're thinking about a volcano. I think about how it blew up and then ran into a motherfucker's room and said, I want my signed pictures back, bitch.
Take some deep breaths, and I think of Mount St. Helen. You know, I think of the explosion and all of that energy building up. and I see it exploding and shooting all of the dust and the stuff into the air.
And then I think about the villagers getting burned alive.
Did people die during that?
Yeah, good point. Whenever I want to relax, I like to think about people dying in hot lava.
Yeah, I like to think of Hurricane Katrina, and that motivates me.
I like to think of that one nigga with the bucket of Heinekens and how he waded through there. What the fuck? People shitting in a stadium bathroom. It's already overflowing with shit.
Exploding and shooting all of the dust and the stuff into the air. And I just get all that energy exploding out of me. Then I see that dust begin to settle.
I want to wipe bitch's face.
Sitting there. Then I visualize some cool breezes coming and blowing the dust away. Then I see the grass, just a blade of grass, and begin to grow. Then I see a whole hillside of green.
This motherfucker is just like he's talking about his last acid trip. Then some dancing bears came out, and I realized I was listening to China Cat Sunflower by the Grateful Dead.
Grass and begin to grow. Then I see a whole hillside of green coming back in. I know it sounds silly, it sounds a little stupid, but it works for me.
Evidently not so well.
Yeah, really.
Did you hear about a month ago when Hulk Hogan said he wanted to fucking pull an OJ on his wife?
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was
Yeah.
like Steeler baseball cards.
I now see where OJ was coming from.
Yeah.
Bitch is spending my money.
Yeah. It's never good to identify with somebody that, like, slashed
Like
a person's
Hitler.
head
Yeah,
open like a
yeah.
fucking Pez dispenser.
No.
Yeah.
How we doing, Danny? How much time we got?
Not a lot.
Good. That'll help me wind down. Do I get like a counter thing, or what are we doing?
Yeah, you want like a 2-minute and 17-second timer, or you just want to go even it out at 2?
I don't know. I just need to know when the show's going to end, so I'm not like mid-story. And
Okay, well, I'll give you the timer at 2 minutes.
okay.
Like I always do.
No, you told me the timer was broken.
I have an iPhone.
Okay. Good times. Good times. So, listen, we should get some plugs in. Where are you going to be besides throwing up in bed?
Okay, I'll be at the San Jose Improv next Thursday through Sunday with Pablo Francisco. It's going to be an awesome show. Go to improv.com. If you're on MySpace, my MySpace is Dustin the Street Fighter. So now I'm going to have a bunch of bands look me up on there and shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Dustin Ybarra. Google it.
I have to say that, people send in a lot of clips for this show. The clips without people talking or any kind of noise, not so good for radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
right. There's a video of somebody falling down.
Somebody
Yeah,
sent me a picture
great.
of deaf people miming. I'm like, how exactly is that going to work on the radio? Or they send like a picture of a goat licking an electric fence. It's like, no, what I want is an old lady running into an electric fence. That makes for fucking good audio. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it do.
I love Miss California and her anti-gay rants.
God, she is getting tarred and feathered, man.
Yeah.
And I love that it comes out that her fake tits were paid for. Like, tell me more about morality, fake booby girl who got the fucking tits from your pageant. Dude, pageant bitches must be crazy as a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, they start out early, man. I was watching this show on, like, Texan pageants and stuff. And the kids look like serial killers, man. Like, you could totally see this 7-year-old slashing someone up in a few years, man.
Yeah.
That's true. But I love how the country is so up in arms about the political leanings of a beauty queen.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh my God.
Exactly.
She has this opinion.
They always ask those brilliant questions. How do you feel about the war on terror? It's like, what are you talking about? This girl can barely do her nails.
I know. Ask her about how she feels about Twilight.
Yeah.
Right?
And then do a spin and walk off the stage. That's it. That's all we ask.
This has been episode 41 of The Lazlow Show. Thanks for Dustin Ybarra for coming on and hanging out with us. And to Opie and Anthony, of course, for letting us come on. Thanks to Danny and the interns for coming into the sprawling facility. We also want to recognize and remember the 18 members of the American military that died last month, and also Tyler Trahan, who gave his life this week serving his country. LAZLOW.com is the website. This has been episode 41 of The Lazlow Show.
Thank you for listening to The Lazlow Show. That show sucks my ass. That's all we know. You must be up cooking breakfast or somebody. I want nothing. I want my garden. I want my family. She's pampered and Dallas-sided stuff.
Hello?
Bob.
Hello?
Hi, it's Bob.
When we ate at Nathan's before, only my chair had the yellow balloon on it.
What are you talking about? All right, kid. We did it! Woo! Kid,